Pagati boy.
Inside, boy.
Part of the furniture.
Guess who's back?
I was in Germany. Back by popular demand.
Yo. The comments were like, we want more.
No.
They love you, man. They love you, Warren. They love you, bro. Stop nation.
And we want more.
Which comments were you reading, Ghosty?
Oh, were you reading comments?
For the fact that I'm seeing you, I'm thinking that's what was probably, they were like, listen, we want Warasake.
Yeah.
How is the difference between your podcast, like, you know, reaction-wise, versus when you come here for a week? Like,
well, remember, here I'm a guest. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, obviously, I mean, I get it. Like, people are like, where's Mac? We want Mac, you know? Imagine.
Not a lot of people, I think you're focusing on that. Because
No.
You look for the comments that are going to hurt you the most so you can dwell on it.
Oh, yeah.
that's
That's
the psyche of of being like online and reading comments. You look for the ones that will get to you, and you ignore all the 80 ones that say, or 90 ones that say, oh, I'm twimp, and then the 10. And the other 15 that's not sure.
Exactly.
You dwell on those.
Not really.
I didn't even see one that said, where's Mac? And of course,
how
did
you just miss those?
No, of course, people will miss Mac. Definitely, don't get me wrong.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And even all the people are saying you were great, miss Mac, but they are focusing on your greatness more than that they miss Mac.
Yes. No, it was overwhelmingly loving. So shout out to everybody in the comments. I really appreciate it. I'd say the difference is obviously because I'm a guest. Do you understand? It's like a novelty where it's like, hey, this guy's here now, you know? Any other podcast I'm on, when I go to Penwell, same thing. You understand? People are like, yo, Penwell, you've got Waras back on the podcast. And again, overwhelmingly positive, but there are those negative ones. But I don't like dwell. You know me, dog.
What's the worst comment you've read about
yourself? That's why you went
about myself.
Let's not lie.
Me.
That's why you give a fuck. That's why you go in the comments.
Me.
Yeah,
I give a fuck I give a fuck about the feedback. But I don't go there seeking the feedback like, how can I hurt myself? What are they saying about me? I don't give a fuck. But I'm really cool in real life. You know what I mean? Like, my life is not. There's absolutely nothing you could say in the comments to derail me.
That's what you want us to believe. Because the first thing you mentioned was the negative comments.
Bro, you're my friend in real life. What are you talking about? Don't force a narrative here that's not
No,
true.
I'm just saying. I'm a mirror looking back to you.
Yeah.
You know, you're a mirror. I'm a mirror reflecting. You literally said, I said how the comments were like, oh, they miss Mac, or they don't want me.
Ghosty, how did we, before we started recording here, let me just call Saul's attention to something. There was one comment I read there. People were like, man, just Saul is true too. What is the first thing he did before we started saying,
you didn't say that? Did he say that? Literally, the guys are like, how? You didn't say that. Get out of it.
There's a comment there like, yo, Saul, comb your hair. Hold on.
No, come on. That was not even a comment. I always comb my hair before we start the show. Like, I think Chile, sometimes Max starts with me either combing or thing in my glasses. I always do that. Comb my hair, my glasses, you know?
Nah, man. But no, it was overwhelmingly positive, and it's a pleasure to be. You are my guys, bro.
You know, you're
family,
my
guys,
bro.
Though.
And we love, like, you're my favorite stand-in guy, you know? Yeah. Because it's easier to sync, and then we actually do the show.
I think it's because we actually know each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because we know each other.
Yes, we know each other. And I think it's very difficult. I remember I was saying when I started at Y, I inherited Precious Coffee. Because remember, this is how deep, like, guys, Mac is my old game.
Bro.
Mac actually got fired. That's how I got onto daytime radio. Remember?
Yes, because you were graveyard, and then Mac got fired from 12 to 3. After he played that the fisting thing, where the guy was talking about how homosexuals sometimes tend to put fists in an anus.
The guy was talking about a homosexual pornography that he had seen. I think.
Yeah, it involved fisting.
It did involve fisting. It involved other things, but he was taking it to like that extreme level.
Yeah, he was very homophobic about it.
He extremely. But that guy's a pastor in flippin' Uganda, and at the time that the clip was aired, we kind of just happened upon it. This is YouTube 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like, forgive us.
Yeah.
But 15, 12, somewhere there. Anyway, when we aired the clip, it was really funny because you were speaking in like a West African accent and he was like, "Ita poo." And that's all Mac heard. He didn't like bother. Nobody did, dog. Nobody bothered to do the research of who's this guy. But there's always somebody in the comments that's listening, that's going to go deeper. That's what he was saying. He was like, they go deeper. They go deeper in the anus.
Oh, yeah.
And this person was like, yo, this guy's actually addressing a church congregation of like 3,000 people. And he's actually this guy in this country that leads to the lynching of homosexuals. Now, we didn't know that shit as the listener of YFM. And Mac didn't know that shit as the person playing the clip. It was fucking funny, bro. Everybody was laughing, including the boss. And then when that one...
laughing?
He was laughing.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? He was laughing. We were all laughing, boss. You know what I mean? It's water under the bridge. Shout out to Umza.
Oh, I get
but
it now.
laughing stock. When the email came in, action had to be taken, right? I was on at 3 in the morning. I didn't even know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean?
You're sleeping. When
I was sleeping, boss, that time. And then they were like, yo, this man got pulled off air mid-show. What do you mean? They're like, no, he played this homophobic thing. And I also heard the clip and I was like, oh, that shit is funny. Hey, then I heard the backstory. And unfortunately, it ended badly for Mac. He was fired. And they were like, Waras, you're up. And that's how I got into 12 to 3.
And he had started working with Precious Coffee.
He was with Precious Coffee.
And then now you are with Precious
I
Coffee.
inherited Precious Coffee.
Yeah.
And by sheer luck, it just clicked. You know what I mean? And we were doing our show and everything was wonderful. But then Precious got an offer to move and go do Precious Africa and her TV shows and be passionate about Africa. So I lost Precious. Did you?
I actually, before she came to YFM, because she had lost the weight there a bit, but obviously you only see it on the screen.
Yeah.
And I had a massive crush because she was like a kid star, teen, somewhere there. We were like around the same age.
She was pretty juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw what you saw every day.
Oh, good. Thank God I didn't know her.
I had a big crush on her too.
And then
I had a friend then who had a huge crush on Precious as well.
Yeah, a lot of us.
I used to hear about Precious all the time. I had to go find her because this guy used to talk about just Precious.
Yeah, no, she was the one at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then she left. And then I had to go through this whole, me and Tumelo, we were sitting now, like we had to find a co-host, you know?
You made a program manager.
Yes, program manager, Diao Munaheng. And obviously, you know how it is. There was a whole lot of demos of people who were potential co-hosts. And we went through all that shit. And then we called Saul and we called Ghost Lady and we called Speed. No, I'm making an example.
Oh, okay, cool.
And one by one, they came in. We interviewed them. We went through their demos. And then we like sort of shortlisted 5 people. Right? And I thought, you know, like how it goes, bro. Like out of the 5, I thought by the first time, this is going to be easy because I'm driving the show. It was fucking difficult. It's really hard to co-host with people that you don't know. So we went through 5 people.
And it was the first time you actually had a co-host.
It's the first time. Yeah, I was always doing my show alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and to replace Precious Coffee is not like a small ask. You know, she was a big personality, a big brand. The way she would put together the show, structure the show. I used to actually just come there and be stupid, you know? And along came Tumi Foster after we'd rejected like 5 people. And it just clicked. And I ended up doing shows with Tumi for like 8 years.
Damn! Was that long?
It was the 12 to 3 show. It was the evening show, 6 to 9, the one Mo Flavor.
Wait, you went to 5 together?
Then we went to 5 together.
Yeah.
We did, you understand?
5 FM.
Yes. Only when I did Drive on Y, I didn't do it with Tumi. I mean, when I moved to Drive Time, Tolly B had left. So it was me, Pindi, and Smash.
You went back to Y.
Smash Africa. Yeah. Then when I went to 5, I took Tumi. Because I remembered, hey, this is a person that I click with.
She was like one of the first it girls, wasn't she?
She was,
Foster,
yes.
Like it
and
celebrity, cool, young
child
TV,
star,
child star,
yes.
turned adult brand.
That's
you know,
it.
they call themselves brands.
That's it, yes. And the original Tumi and I called each other friend on air in 2012.
Don't tell me you're the first people
We're
to
the
call
first
another
people
friend.
to call one another friend.
You're not.
We
on
are.
radio the world over.
My brother.
Friends. Come on, my friend. Even Pakistan.
Come on, man. You are doing it now.
Like, my friend, come on, my friend. I want my friend. You're the first one, my friend.
I'll be honest. That thing pisses me off.
What?
Maybe it was cool then. But now, like, there's shows that I can't stand because of friend. No, let me listen, friend. I'm like,
right.
Oh,
but those shows are copying who? Because until we did it, no one was doing it.
Obviously, someone started it, and then people
we
follow.
Started it,
yeah.
bro.
Like you can just hear the fakeness. Like y'all are not friends.
Yeah, you're calling each other
friends.
You're not friends.
Stop it. So are you calling Sizwe friend?
Oh, man, come on. Men don't call another friends.
Oh, mngani chomi, pinchi.
Fair.
What do you call
What do you
Sizwe?
call Sizwe?
Dinangwe.
Sir.
Oh, Dinangwe? No ways, man. I don't call him Dinangwe.
I call him Dinangwe.
Sir.
I may Dinangwe.
Oh, I call him Dhlomo. I'm like, hey, what Dhlomo?
Yeah, maybe Dhlomo. I call him Sizwe, man. Yeah.
Sis. You call him Sis.
Sis sometimes.
Yeah.
Sizwe and Sis.
Bro,
yeah,
like
Sizwe,
I feel like
Sizwe.
honestly, since Thursday, I feel like I've been seeing a lot of your clips. I feel like the algorithm knows where I was and what I was doing. I see a lot of those, those short video format clips of Kaya FM.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. There's one day where Sizwe was talking about shooting an intruder in your yard or something.
Oh yeah, the cabling thing. The illegal cable. Theft of cable.
Cable. Yeah, dog. He's like, no, he's in yoga, move with guns. I'm like,
Woo! That's dangerous.
That's what he said in the clip, dog. Sol is like, no, these guys are armed. He's like, you know why they carry guns, right? It's because I thought he was going to say something profound. And then Dinangwe.
I was like, I don't even know about cable theft, but it also, this
what do you
like,
say in that moment? Because now
I can't remember what I said. But I was like,
you're watching your bra, a bed.
You see, the thing about radio, sometimes you don't have the How do you know this? You know what I mean? Numbers almost half past some headlines, so it's like, you always never really have this time to interrogate. On the podcast, you can say that. The next 20 minutes can be about that.
Yeah.
There's no way, dog. Yeah. No one, because you're waking up the neighbors and all these things, know. But on the radio, I was like, no, man. But also, I don't know what I had said, but
it was about copper thieves or whatever.
It was about the value of the cables.
Yeah.
And then if the cable is stolen within your yard, you need to pay for it. It's your responsibility. Anything in your yard.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
And then outside by the pavement, government
will cover it,
etc. So it was about that, but I can't remember now.
I just got the clip there.
It does sound like, hey.
And Sizwe is never wrong, eh? Sizwe is his own fact checker. He rings his own bell. Apinda, give me the mic. He says, Sizwe, I don't think that's true. Let me check it. He does a turn around on his chair. He comes back as Sizwe. No, it's true. I checked.
He's a well-read guy. He's a well-read guy.
Exceptionally intelligent.
Yeah.
Somebody actually commented and said, I'm listening to Waras and Saul, and honestly, like, I listened to the way Waras articulates himself. Mm-hmm. He sounds like Sizwe,
Oh, wow.
And Sizwe was like, that's my son. Sizwe is my dude, Like, mind you, we have 2-hour-long telephone conversations with Sizwe. And then he'll say, son, I've been doing this. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you something, okay? And then he goes on to like an explanation, And he does, the way he articulates himself, he makes sure that he covers every base. It's very tough to argue against Sizwe because he's so well prepared.
Yeah.
He's always well prepared. He just knows a lot about a lot of stuff.
And he remembers, he's got a good memory. So he's one of those people who read stuff and remember it. So out of nowhere, you'll be talking and then he'll be like, and then that's why we've got the open line on Kaya, right? To highlight my point. And then somebody might bring up something about aerodynamics or fluid control, whatever, And then he'll have an answer because of maybe stuff he read in high school or what that was part of the syllabus. So he remembers everything.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why a lot of times he says he doesn't really have new conversations because he reads up on a lot and remembers a lot of the stuff he's read up on by studies or his own time, and those aid in bringing up the facts and information in conversation.
Yes, when he needs it. But I don't know where he read Gucci cable. I could see Saul, and that's the problem. Like, it's not just radio now because we can see the video.
Not even visuals. Because on radio you hear it, but when you see the visuals and the face is in studio.
Saul changed his whole seating position. He was like, cable to moon. I was like, he's working it out, but you can see the news is coming. And he's just like, leave it alone, nigga. I'm right about this. You know me. I'm right 99.9% of the time. I'm Sizwe Dhlomo, fan.
95.9% of the time. 95.9% of the time. If you get it, forget about it.
He's only right at home.
So, and just for context, like he was talking about
On fire.
What is it? It was like intruders, right?
I
commented.
Cable
Yeah,
thieves.
but I didn't get into the nitty-gritties of whether cable can be short or not. Because my bra, I didn't want to be like, So I was speaking about if an intruder's in your home.
Yeah.
And I think, because me, dog, I love guns. I post guns all the time.
You're a gun guy.
Yes.
You're like Eugene Koza. Even Sizwe is a gun guy.
Big time, right? Yeah. But it's also like, I would like to say we are responsible gun owners. I'm for anybody having a gun. Like, apply for your license, have a legal licensed firearm for self-defense and for the protection of your home and your assets.
So you got how many guns?
Me. I mainly use, if you use company guns, I can take a rifle, I can take an AR-15, I can take a shotgun, I can take a handgun. But my personal firearm is a H&K P30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which actually I bought on Sizwe's advice.
Yeah.
The first time I bought a gun, I bought it as a colored. So when I arrived there...
Hold on. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, hold on, bro.
That one, the shiny one, chrome. Would mangi keep?
Wait, so you bought... Hold on, you bought the gun as a colored.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, I wanted it for sure.
I get it.
You know how, you understand? I grew up, my cousins, my uncles, their firearms would always be chrome, silver. Yabo? You know how, you know that way, if you see the gun, it's not black. In other words, if I'm wearing a black shirt and a black pants with a black firearm,
you can see
it's chrome.
It's colored.
Yeah. So I bought it thinking, I want that one because it's what attracted me, like a shiny thing. But it was the most impractical firearm. And the first person to say so was Sizwe. So the first time I posted something shooting that firearm, or I said, hey, I bought this new gun, this is the gun I've bought, whatever. Sizwe was like, what a terrible choice of gun. Like, he phoned me and he was like, son, why the fuck would you buy that thing? It's only got 7 bullets, number one. It's fucking heavy. It's huge. It's like a hammer. That's just not practical for self-defense. And I was like, what do you know, my man? This one I'm going to shoot in the air.
Why does it have 7 bullets? What? Wait.
That's what I want the shit for, dog. I'm going to take it out. Makshoni gangsta, I'm fine. Tell you
It's more of a symbolic gun than a practical gun. So why does it have 7 rounds?
It was a 45 caliber. So a 45 is a bigger bullet, shorter magazine, right? So
45 bigger bullets, shorter. Okay, yeah.
So the caliber of the bullet.
Yes.
So you fit less rounds in the magazine.
Yes. So if you only fit 7 rounds.
It only fit 7 rounds, right? Okay. It was a 1911, 45.
45.
And then...
Yeah, I mean, 45, you should have more rounds, though.
We young taught. So, what do you want?
Definitely not chrome. Black. Pitch black. Dog.
Hey. Please.
You know how I cock my gun?
Please.
No, we're not talking about yours.
Yeah.
We're talking about your chrome one. Yeah.
You,
your colored one. We're talking about your colored one.
We're talking about mine. We're not talking about yours or Sizwe's. Right?
Yes.
So Sizwe was like, yo, get one like mine.
Yeah.
And I was like, kanjani mngani wami? Uyangibona nginjani? I need to get one like mine, bro. I can't get one like yours.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, he can't. You know?
No way.
In any case, so if you're buying it for self-defense, like, do you have a gun? Do you want a gun?
I want a gun.
Firearm.
I don't have a gun,
Right.
but I'm going to need a gun soon.
Right.
I've been needing a gun.
So why don't you get a gun? What's preventing you?
No, we're South African. You need a gun.
Oh.
Yeah, you need a gun in
South Africa.
place,
You need a gun, bro,
100%.
because you need a gun. And look, a lot of instances, they'll shoot you before you even take out your gun. Mm-hmm. But there are times where a gun could help you. Mm-hmm. You know, where in the family, there's somebody in the yard. About 6, 7, We need 3, Minlala. So there's a lot of like in South Africa, you need a gun, bro. For self-defense, you need a gun. Yes, this is going to see crowd. You need to do some crowd control. So as a typical South African, you do need a gun. We're not safe in South Africa, bro. The level of crime is nuts, you know? And also so you do need a gun. Your husband needs a gun.
Yeah.
You need a gun.
You need a gun, yes.
Is that anytime you are a victim of crime, and this is what I always say to people, is that if you are, whether they're hijacking you and stealing your car, or whether they're stealing your cell phone when you're waiting for an Uber, they use guns.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
You don't get like, in terms of the categories of crime or the levels of crime, from petty crime right up to armed robbery or whatever,
they use
guns are used.
Guns,
so
bro.
Practically speaking, you should also have a gun because you fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
I'd say the difference between you and a criminal is that the advantage you can have over them is like we can both have guns, but I'll be better trained with my gun than you will be. The idea is to make yourself as proficient as possible with the firearm. So you go to the range, you shoot all the time, you understand spatial awareness, you understand what is the first thing I do. You understand? That way, if you're confronted by somebody with a gun, what do you do first? How do I get to my firearm to defend myself? All of those things criminals don't do.
Why are criminals so badly trained? It's like, well,
no, they don't even go for training.
Yeah, for me, it's like, hey, man, if I got a gun and it's going to be my tool of work and equipment to earn my bread, at least get proficient in the thing, you know.
Well, some of them are. I'm not saying all of them are dumb, but the likelihood that the criminal has not practiced as much as you is very high.
Look at how AK got taken out. The guy didn't, if he knew how to use a gun, he wouldn't be that close. You didn't need to run up to him.
I think that's exactly, he did know how to use a gun. You see, that guy knew what he was doing.
Really, he was too close to him.
He was too confident when he fired the shot.
I've always thought hits of assassins, by assassins, don't happen that close range. The guy doesn't have to, because the guy literally walked up to him and maybe ran for like a quick pace of 3 meters, shot him because he doesn't have the confidence to hit the target from 10 meters away.
But the guy that was shooting on the other side wasn't that close. And if you look at the way that guy...
Oh shit, there were two shooters.
There were two.
But if you look at the way that other one, that side, pulled his firearm out, got into his stance and fired. That guy knows what he's doing.
Training.
Yeah.
That's training. You can see training right
it's
there.
It's almost like, what is the word? Allegedly, or whatever. Fact checker, please just...
Yeah, fact checker.
Is that, for me, when I looked at that video, that guy, especially the one on the other side, that guy was trained formally. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, because he stood like this with his hands in his pocket. And when the shooting started, he was here. Bang, bang, bang. And he shot in that direction. So there was 2 shooters to make sure. But this guy... The one that came up to AKA, he came that close because he didn't want to miss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he doesn't trust his
It was by instruction.
And remember, when you're an assassin, it's like you get paid based on completing the job. You understand?
Your strike rate,
miss.
your success rate.
Yes. And mutu that can come so close to you and shoot you like that. That thing is not, you know what I mean? You need to be like a fucking...
You know yourself.
Seriously rotten cunt.
But that's why...
You need to be a bad guy, bro.
Yeah,
because you need to be brave to do that, but you also need to be like evil.
That's why
you coming to somebody and you fucking shooting them in the head.
That's why a lot of hitmen... And man, we haven't had a hitman on the show, right? That's why a lot of them guys be hitmen. They to give them that krach. And sometimes it's maybe mind over matter because when you go through a cleansing, now you believe that there's more than just you backing you. You know what I mean?
There's
so
a lot
you've got that.
You know, like and then they say, like now, like we can go now and we can do this job because
we're not alone.
Protected.
We're protected.
Which is obviously, look, for some of them, that's just not the way it goes, especially if they're in Mkwanazi territory.
Yeah, in Mkwanazi
territory. Protected
territory.
or not protected, you die.
Mkwanazi is coming for you.
But it's like, with the level of violent crime, with the amount of illegal firearms in circulation, the police need to be trained at that level and they need to execute their work at that level. You can't be negotiating with people that will walk up to you and shoot you in the head.
Yeah, criminals
This is not someone, you understand?
Yeah.
I think also what's happening, like you look at a lot of, in the colored community, these gangsterism related hits over drug and turf war, your Westbury's, your Wentworths, your Cape Flats. Bro, those guys, young kids of like 16 years old, are shooting people in the head or conducting these hits. They are the assassins.
Cold killers. And I feel like community.
It's easier to warp the mind of a young person. You know what I mean? Because when you're like 16 and you're trying to come up and you're trying to get into the gang, young people do foolish things.
Impressionable, man.
They're extremely impressionable. And I think a lot of them are being like roped into this lifestyle because it's easy money, dog. You know, hits, depending on who you're hitting, like you can charge a lot of money for that. And looking at where these people come from.
Not a lot, man.
What you mean?
Like lives get maybe 20,000, 10,000 rand sometimes.
Depends
it's not a lot. For him, it might be a lot. Nah.
For him, it's a lot. If you're 16 years old, you live in a fucking 1-bedroom flat. That's where you grew up your whole life. Bro, 20,000 is a fortune.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And so small for a life, though.
That's what I'm saying. So small for a life. And also the consequences of the choice.
They're not judging it for the life. They're just judging it for, I'm just getting money.
Yeah.
The job.
And they want the name.
The job, not the life. Not, this guy supports this and this and this and this. He's got a house, got a bond worth this much. He's taking care of his family, pay school fees. Therefore, I need 500,000 to kill him.
No.
Yeah, well,
that would be the fair thing if you're killing a multi-millionaire.
If you're killing somebody that's walking around with 6 bodyguards in armored vehicles, you're not going to do it for 20 grand. That's going to be a hit.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're killing a superstar like AKA, that's a high-profile killing. They're going to hunt you down. Those guys are not doing it for 20 grand.
Even though
if we're being realistic.
For real.
Didn't they
Even though he's so vulnerable.
There was about 500,000, or how much was said
They
to?
said, well, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, the people who've been charged.
Funds.
Apparently, it was 800,000.
800,000. I remember
allegedly.
seeing that figure.
You know?
Bro, you're very familiar. I mean, not to like put you on blast or anything. I don't understand with the underworld, but you know the workings of, because you're in the security business. You need to know.
Yeah,
security business is in bed.
Okay.
No, security business is in bed with a lot of underworld things.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
What the fuck?
Bro, the killings in Cape Town of big guys with who are in charge of security wars and clubs. There's a lot of entangling.
Yes, allegedly.
And connection, allegedly then. Let's say it. I don't need to say allegedly, it's a fact.
Ring the bell.
Sizwe, is that you?
No, I even lost my question. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Do like, what's the likelihood of us ever getting who paid the money to get this guy? Like, not who gave the money, because that may not be where the money comes from. The guy has insulated, or the person has insulated themselves.
One would assume.
From the actual gun that pulls the trigger.
Yes.
Right? So there's a distortion to the actual source. Do you think we'll ever know?
I don't think
actual
so.
source.
I don't think we'll ever know.
Not in KZN, bro.
I don't think we'll
if the hits from KZN.
The thing
it
is,
happened in KZN.
If I look at the way it happened, like even just, how long it took response, what do you call it, like police to get there. Like there's a lot of stuff for me personally, when I look at it just as Warwick, I'm just like, bruh, something is awry here, And it's very difficult, Saul. It's like we're saying, someone that walks up to you, shoots you in the head and runs away. It's so hard to honestly find that person. You can't see their face clearly.
You couldn't see the face.
You couldn't see the face clearly.
Even in court, I see these guys, I'm like, I don't know if that's the guy, man.
I don't know. I can watch that video 50 times and look at those guys in court 50 times. I cannot, beyond a shadow of doubt, say, the gunman. I see him there. I can't. But I don't have all of the evidence and all of the case files. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're investigating at another level. The first thing I thought is, remember when they found that Mercedes in the case and they were like, we found the car that was actually stolen from Gupi in Cape Town. I was like, in Cape Town? And they found the guys in Cape Town. That is the thing.
I remember those guys.
Yes.
Those guys were let loose at some point.
Yeah, right. But it's also like, there was a shooting that happened. I can't disclose who it was, but there was a gentleman that died here in Johannesburg. I can't disclose because it's actually on IOL. Hey?
Yeah, okay, disclose then.
I can't. I think I would know more information than is reported in the IOL.
Who was shot? What did the IOL say?
The IOL said that this guy was shot. This guy was a professional of some sorts, like a corporate professional. He was shot reversing out of his driveway in the morning, like fucking 7 a.m. So he was leaving home, going to work, and these guys pulled up. They got out. They said they hit their car, fucked up like 25 rounds. They jumped in the car, get away. The car was spotted on CCTV cameras. It was a Hyundai iX35, you know, that little SUV. That car, so the hit happened at 7 o'clock in the morning. At 3:30 in the afternoon, that car was apprehended in Rosebank.
Yeah.
With Saul and Ghost Lady driving. Now, Saul and Ghost Lady are arrested in connection with the murder this morning. But Saul and Ghost Lady, they were working in the afternoon with the same car on a different job. They didn't even know that this car was hitting someone in Morningside. You understand? So they were now caught and pinned for that murder in the morning. But the murder in the morning had nothing to do with them. They were a separate crew doing other crime in the afternoon because the cars are almost rented. Same with the guns. A firearm can be found on Ghost Lady in Cape Town that killed someone in Joburg.
Ooh.
Saul was using that gun at the time. Now you walking around with that gun, you say, but you're caught with the gun, and now Waras's murder is pinned on you.
Because guns.
So the guns move between provinces, the vehicles move between provinces, and that makes it more difficult to now say this car is connected to this murder. And these people, more important, we don't care about the car. We want to know who was driving it at the time that this person was shot.
You can't apprehend
You
the
see,
car.
and I know that's what I'm saying. I can't say who it was or whatever because I was close enough to that case where I knew the broer. You understand? So it was like, ish, how come these people that got caught, you know, and then the people were like, those charges for this murder were dropped against them because they actually weren't there that morning. They were working with the car in the afternoon. So it's like, you see? Yes. And, you know, like, on our point of like having the firearm, like you were saying, you know, rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. If someone is coming a meter away from you and putting the gun to your head, you can have a gun or no gun, you're gonna die.
That's why I said there's some instances like you're reversing out of your house. There's 4 guys with guns.
With AKs,
a gun won't help.
Yeah.
But sometimes a lot of criminals assume you don't have a gun. So when you can see them coming, then a gun will be there and hopefully it can
There's
help
those
you.
CCTV videos, you know, like where it's showing the yard and then the gate opens, and then as these hijackers try to apprehend whoever's driving, somebody either comes out the house or the person in. There's that one of the Range Rover, like as they come to his window, that guy is ready, boss. He shoots straight through the window. And
you know who's that? Tell me about the Range Rover. It's a black guy.
It's a black guy.
Oh,
you
know who that is? The president, the one who interviewed in Venda.
Yeah,
We've interviewed that guy.
Okay.
But like, it is
he was
at
on
his waterfront.
It's Lodge.
Yeah.
Lodge by the Venda Dam, Nandoni Dam.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. That incident happened to him.
He was quick.
When he saw the guy pull up the car. When they came,
By the
because
time
they're
they got-
assuming he doesn't have a car,
a gun.
boom, through the window. I wish I could do that.
You see.
Thing, yeah.
I get like a sense of joy when the person defends themselves. You know what I mean?
Best
I'm just
thing
like,
to watch
fuck,
ever. A criminal get fucked in his
fucking
job.
shot in his poos. Oh my word.
But wait.
In his poos. You know what I mean? Wow, in the poos.
But if they know that you do have a gun, doesn't it make them even more like aggravated in making sure that okay, we will kill you? Now they're coming to attack you.
They need to make
with
sure
the
because they
knowledge.
know that they are facing.
Yeah.
They could have a force striking back,
Whereas
and that's
if
why
they think that you don't, then it's almost like we'll just scare you.
The
And then
element
you-
of surprise.
Yeah.
When they think that you don't and you do, you've got the element of surprise.
But
you
if
remember what
they know
you've
that
got
you
the upper
have,
hand.
then I
That's
think
why-
it's also dangerous.
That's
Of
why I
course.
would never get on a
Strangers to
podcast.
you.
That's why I would never get on a podcast and say I have a gun. Even if, like, let's say the guest host is asking me if I have, you know what I mean? I wouldn't. I wouldn't say I've got a gun. Because now people know Saul carries a gun. I'm there, you know, at the
Okay.
park with my daughter, getting in the car, they know he has a gun. I'm pulling out, they know I've got a
Ghost
gun.
lady, you know, for the purposes of transparency, I don't have a gun.
Oh, you're just scared. You're
It's
just
too
scaring
late,
us.
man.
Okay.
I don't have a gun.
It's
Please
too late.
Please don't
Nothing
come for me,
shiny,
chill out.
guys.
Because you saw the comments, niggas are gonna pull up on me, mang puma. Where's Mac? Wow.
No, I'm just saying. Kanye's question is the
Mac, Fusak.
the smart way to
Hey,
have
God.
a gun is not say you've got a gun. Because then you're going to have, instead of them sending one guy, 2, they'll send 4 guys and say, he mustn't see you coming because he's got a gun. And the force will be 10 times more because people also get killed for their guns.
They do, but like I don't think anybody's gonna kill me because they're trying to rob me of my gun. I think they'll kill me for another reason. But I make it known that I have a gun because I feel like as a public figure, Sizwe as a public figure, Eugene, I feel like it's important for us, especially as black public figures, to say to people, if you are a law-abiding citizen, when a coast lady with a family, you, Sol, you've got a family, get yourself a firearm, a licensed firearm, train yourself how to use that firearm, know about firearm proficiency like me. Don't have a silver, a chrome 45 with 7 bullets for funerals. Have a H&K P30. It takes 16 rounds. It's one of the most reliable 9mm on the planet. It's very expensive gun.
How much is it?
It's like 35K.
Damn, bro.
That other one that I bought was like 11K. You know what I mean?
The
So
shiny
the
one.
price difference, the shiny one.
Oh.
Like, it's a nice firearm to have. But then go and actually train with the gun. Learn how to use it. You must understand your firearm. You don't look at it when you're busy. You understand? You must take out cock. Boom.
It's like changing a cock, yeah.
That's
when you're
it.
still
You
looking at the gear,
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
still
drive.
learning. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's to encourage people to go and arm themselves because we have a serious crime epidemic in South Africa where every crime is perpetrated with the firearm and you are a sitting duck. If you think that the police are going to come and save you, my friend,
Nah,
it took
there's
them
like
40 minutes to get to AKA's scene.
Dude, there's
my friend.
200,000 cops. How many
So,
of us in South Africa
thank
are
you.
there? Like
You see,
200,000 cops is nothing.
for 60 million people.
No, we're way more than 60, bro.
We're 60 million, yeah.
Put 60 more.
Before you start counting the South Africans, you from Hilltown, you know what
Before starting the...
In fact, before what you said earlier, right? About criminals, or I think I said it, criminals not being trained or not being proficient with firearms. A lot of the ones that come from across the border, and this is a fact checker, you can
I know
check
what
me.
you're going to say.
These brutes, when they engage, right, like you'll see a cash in transit eyes, the police start shooting and those motherfuckers go nowhere. They go on one knee and they're like,
exactly.
Those ones are soldiers.
Yes. 4 million.
They've been shot
in their
at,
country.
they're not scared.
4 million.
They're not,
Some.
yeah.
4 million.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know what the average soldier earns across the border, but if you come here and you hit a cash van and the take is 6-8 million rand, it's way better than being
way
a soldier
better.
that side.
Yeah.
You know? And if you are already trained and you're proficient, they're not scared. When they get shot at, they engage. They don't run away. You see, a lot of the South African ones, not the Zulus, but the rest, they run away. You understand? As soon as the shooting starts, they're like, fuck it, we're out of here. You know? I saw like when you guys had Big Zulu on the show, he took his gun out and he was showing you. Was it Big Zulu?
I think
The interview was
What
My
My
Yeah, it was
Big
Big
Zulu's
Zulu.
guy.
Yeah.
And shout out to Big Zulu, he still rolls with that guy. When he was here, the guy was there. The guy who had the gun.
The armed guy.
The gun, the muscle.
Is Big Zulu not the muscle? It's a big fucking oak, bro. Big Zulu's a
The
big
gunman.
dude.
It
The
is.
gunman. I thought
Okay.
the muscle was the guy with the gun.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Oh,
you could
okay.
Yeah,
tell.
both of
You could
them.
tell.
Big Zulu is about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
He's a proper Zulu nigga, that
Yeah.
Johnny.
It's about it.
Ah, he's about it. You just have to like engage with him in conversation in Zulu for 5 minutes, you know? And he'll be like, I'm for Wagit. And then you're like, oh, for Wagit.
Spawn,
Yeah,
not
we
a
know.
spawn.
That's how Sizwe talks at home.
I'm shy, though.
You know, and he's not using his Kaya voice.
How do you feel about Oscar, bro? Speaking of guys, criminals and guns. He's doing his first race. He did his first race now.
I saw he did
What are
that
the
Iron Man
facts?
thing or something.
Yeah, Iron Man, of course.
Oh,
He's the gunman now. Of course he's gonna do Iron Man. The Iron Man thing, yeah, he did that race. And
yeah.
like for fit people, you know, guys
You
who run
know,
the decathlon
Oscar's
on Friday.
taking us for a poos, eh? He's taking us for a poos.
But why?
I feel like after what Oscar did, just stay in your house, eat your millions, try and be quiet as possible. Don't be in our faces, you know?
But he wasn't. That's the thing. He was going about his life. He came 500 and whatever in the race, but
Obviously.
he came third in the disabled category.
Came third.
Yeah, because I mean, it shows the abilities or the disparity between or capabilities people who are abled and.
Yeah, but
it's like in a marathon and a woman comes 90th, but she's first in the woman.
In the woman.
In the women's race. Yeah, so it was a similar thing, but he came third. But for me, it was him
It
silently.
was the triathlon.
Triathlon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it a triathlon?
Yes.
I thought it was just a run.
No.
No.
Run,
This-
swim,
this was-
bike.
yes.
Yeah, so it's it's 3. I think that's what it's for. 3.
Yeah.
3 sporting codes.
Yeah.
Races.
What do you think of him? I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't be making.
Nah, that's unfair.
I don't know if it's
Look.
like I don't know how to feel, dog.
The crime was horrible, right? But remember, his release also happened within the Constitution. It was constitutional. It's his right. He served his time.
Guys,
And he didn't make a whole presser.
Have we forgotten Jub Jub?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Have we forgotten Jub Jub? Okay.
What do you mean?
According to your standard,
like
he shouldn't have come back on TV. Yeah, that's what you're saying. According to what you're saying, Jub Jub shouldn't have come back on TV.
But I did say that at the time.
He should have just stayed at home and not.
No, I just
even though.
Now, then again, you know, I'm not the victim of the crime, but I can tell from public sentiment. You know, you also have to read the room. I saw Oscar Pistorius' dad on Piers Morgan's show.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I was tuning in to see about Gareth Cliff and the
guy was
Dan
mopping,
Corder.
Dan Corder, the
Ernst Roots
floor
and
mopper.
mopping.
Ernest Roots and
and the lady
Mukwena.
from
Something
Justice
Mukwena.
Department or
Yes.
something.
No. SABC isn't she? SABC news correspondent, international news correspondent. That's not her.
Balo mama.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
SABC
that
news
No.
correspondent. The one who looks a bit like Sindisiwe Chukunga.
Yeah, I can't.
That's
But
a woman,
on that show,
Minister of
I was
Women
tuning
and
in for
Kids.
that, and then I had to watch fucking half an hour of Oscar Pistorius' dad telling us
Yeah.
how the system treated his son unfairly. I actually happen to think Oscar
And how he
got
still
off
thinks
quite
his son
easily.
is still innocent.
Wow.
Yes, and how
That
the
was
justice
awkward.
system was like against him. And I'm like,
Wow.
bro, like
Yeah,
anybody
that
that,
was
believes
messed up.
Oscar thought there was an intruder there is a dumb cunt.
You're an
Guys,
idiot, bro. If you
please.
think Oscar had an intruder in the house, come on,
Yes.
bro.
And I also, like, I understand where Oscar was coming from. Doesn't make what he did right, but, like, I get it. You know, the thing is, you know, some of the names that were mentioned in that court case of who Riva could have possibly been speaking to or that could have been engaging Riva. If I was moving with no legs and that's the people that were engaging Mahan, I'd also be like, yo, I feel like a poos, bro. But now he doesn't have, you know what I mean? He's coming from a place of, like, this low confidence, self-esteem thing. And then it's like you're feeling threatened now, you're feeling insecure. Do you understand?
I get that, but
It doesn't make what
I
he
get
did
it.
right, but
Yeah,
it's kind of
but
like that's where he was coming.
yes,
But
yes.
it doesn't mean, bro, that time that guy was worth how many tens of millions?
Yo.
He could have had any hand he wants because he had the money.
but he still got
He
his
didn't have to
fragility.
kill, you understand?
He's still fragile and has got his issues.
Yes.
There's always inside work that's not
Yes.
done. You know, it doesn't care how much your achievements are. If
Yes.
you've got
And-
that low self-esteem from
Nothing will make
Nothing
up
will
for it.
ever change
Yeah,
it.
nothing will
Yeah.
fill that void. But I feel like those are the type of, those are the stories that give gun owners a bad name. See, because he was also given a gun based on his competence to possess one. And then he used that gun to murder his girlfriend.
eventually, yeah.
You check what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That one gives people a bad name. And I mean, we see like a lot of, you know, like when there's like cases of GBV and crime, you get all these like these suicides where
Especially by cops.
by cops, yeah.
Cops.
Guys
Yeah.
with Google guns, where
But we,
shot
I
the
don't
whole
know,
family.
like it's like we're not looking deeper into what the fuck are cops dealing with. You know, I've got these two cop friends from Hillbrow, right? They detectives.
And number 4. So number 1,
yeah,
number 6.
Number 6.
Number 4, number 6.
Whatever, right?
Police
Hillbrow
station
police
in Hillbrow,
station. yeah.
yes. And number 4.
And they're my dudes, right? I blow with them. You know me, I go to Hillbrow every
Yeah, I've
now
seen
and then.
you.
Let me not say, because now I've already told people I have a gun. Next time I'm in Hillbrow,
Chaikand.
So, Bafone, like when we're chilling and we're hanging out, we're drinking, whatever, they'll tell you like, hey, we had this case on Tuesday. This woman jumped from the 13th floor. Sharp hearts. When we came to the scene, you know what I mean? Like what we found is this person like splattered brains out. Like these are fucking traumatic things to see.
That they go
Then
through.
it's like you go into work, you see someone's brains are all over the road, and then you've just got to go home and be with your family and be normal. How many times can you actually tolerate that before you snap?
Yeah.
You know, some of the scenes that you come to and stuff. So I feel like they're dealing with a lot. But then when the story comes out, Tuguti, this policeman killed his whole family and himself, we still like, what the fuck, you know? Get the help that you need, you know?
So don't they get counseling?
They
or
do.
are those services not?
Can you possibly
they partially
counsel all of
available?
them for all of the stuff that they
All
see?
the
Are
time.
they all
is there
coming
enough
forward?
resources?
Are they all though using up the resources that they have? Because stations do have, the department and the stations do have a person to counsel with the expertise. Now I've been told, I don't know, that a lot of them don't use those services because it's also like you have to first admit that you could be bothered and disturbed by what you've seen.
yeah.
You have to first admit that
There's a problem.
you're soft enough because you're human, bro. You know what I mean?
And you're a man.
and it's something soft. You're uyathinteka nawe. So a lot of guys apparently don't take up those services, but they're there. the facilities.
And they could really use them because, like, I'm just saying, like, those guys, some of the shit that they see is like, yo, fuck, that's like traumas, bro.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so you think Oscar is fine if he returns?
No, man, yeah, because Oscar didn't have a whole PR presser saying, listen, everybody, come watch me, I'm going to race. Remember, here's a guy who's an athlete, right?
Thank God he didn't do that.
Yeah, here's a guy, he's an athlete. He committed a crime, horrible crime. If he killed my daughter, I'd kill him. I'll kill him. He wouldn't be alive. You know what I mean? It's bad. But then our constitution says you have committed this crime, we're sending you away. And then they decide, oh, you've served your time. And then he comes out, and the one thing he's known all his life is being an athlete and competing. And he wants to go back to his life and doing what he was doing before. And he possibly tried to do it without the fanfare. But obviously somebody said, hey, see who that is.
Yeah,
and then,
there's Oscar.
And then he was going about his life and then it got reported. It's like if pictures surface now of Oscar Pistorius on an island with a super bad baddie.
Yeah.
The sentiment would still be, oh, he's out there. You know what I mean? Like, why is
people
he
will
out
be
there?
DMing that baddie and saying, get away
How
from him.
dare you? Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's
Can I ask you a question?
Living his life, bro.
If you had to bump into Oscar, like walking around the mall, will you be like, hey, Osceolas? Will you go up to him and ask for a photo and shit?
No.
I love you, man.
You won't, eh?
Nah.
Yeah, I love
you, man.
Nah.
What do you...
He's taller, so I wouldn't say that. Like,
well, when he's got his legs on.
No, without them. He's taller than... No.
Wow. Shy belly. Yo. Hey, MacGyver.
No, I wouldn't. Why? I wouldn't, bro.
Hey, Osceolas.
Oh, guess who I bumped into? I bumped into Ammunition.
Oh, yeah?
So he was with Osmic. Now, you know Osmic drives that old Rolls Royce.
Yes,
you know?
yeah. He's got quite a few. He's got a lot of old classics. Osmic.
Yeah, when I see an old Rolls Royce around the north, I know it's maybe Osmic. By the way, Osmic is the guy who organizes Back to the City. The festival, the hip-hop festival. Like, he's like the... landlord of SA hip hop.
Bro, he's the
landlord. Yeah, landlord of the big.
How long is Back to the City running? Like since apartheid?
Dude, I think it's
30 years. Mandela, but Back to the City.
Back to the City. Yo, nah, man,
he's been running for decades.
I think it's the oldest running festival in Africa.
Yes.
Oldest African festival. Back to the City.
Shout
Shout out.
Fitzgerald Square.
Yeah. So I see his car. Then now I start to look and I'm driving out, right? Then I eventually see him with Amu. So I get up to greet the guys. And Amu, you know this pantry thing. Amu was like, oh,
you saw him in pantry?
Yeah. Ammunition is like, so you're not drunk for me. You're not drunk and excited for me. Yeah. Now I get to meet this silver soul. I'm like, hey, man, yeah, you're good. Tell them that I'm not always drunk when I'm here. Yeah, this was like 10 in the evening.
Yeah, sometimes I just want a pizza and I want to fuck off.
That's it. Sometimes I want a pizza, and I want to fuck off. I'm here for an ice cream or here for water or to buy Dash and stuff. And I want to just leave. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I bumped into him. But I wouldn't be like that for Oscar, bro.
Yeah.
Number one, I've never... Before the murder, I could because of what it's done for the country. You know, as far as... what is done just for people in general. Because Oscar was that guy. He was like that inspirational figure. You're like, yo, bro, you know, you did all these things without legs.
He had a super clean brand.
Oh, yeah.
No?
Oh, yes.
In fact, remember at the time, your best friends there, DSTV, they had this whole campaign for the Oscars. Like the Oscars.
Yes,
right? And there were billboards all over Joburg with him and the Oscar.
Oh.
Right? And they were like, the Oscars coming up. And then that shit happened. And they were like, yo, take those billboards down.
Wow.
He was that guy.
Yeah,
like,
that shoots behind closed doors.
Yes, he was like... Why did I come back here? I'm doing so well. You know, I was a motivational speaker the other day.
Don't be distracted.
I'm in my Fusi Tembekwayo, and now you're fucking up my shit.
Oh, come on, dog.
Soliolis, come on.
Yoviolus.
I need to eat.
What up, Stockiolus, Wariolis.
So
Yeah,
no,
so that
he was super on, yeah.
He was on, yeah. Swatch, remember that
Yes.
the Nike thing,
The Nike thing
something
was
in the chamber. Remember, and the irony was that the chamber thing when it didn't happen.
Ooh.
No, remember? Please Google the slogan, something in the chamber. Yeah, where you had a Nike.
Did he?
Yeah, there was a chamber. Say Nike Oscar Pistorius chamber. There was like a slogan in one of those ads.
Sure.
About
Make
the
it
chamber.
official, please. We're trying to check.
No, I remember.
Please, we're trying to verify. Ring the bells, people.
But why would you ask me whether there'd be some fanfare if I saw
No,
him?
I just thought like
So before,
I was
after the murder?
Yeah, because I
Bro.
was thinking, Uguti, like his notoriety before. You're saying Constitution, he served his time, and he's out.
Legally,
now.
he can do whatever he wants.
That's so I'm saying, Uguti, if you had to see him, would you be like,
Oh, because he served his time.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, because it's still, you may serve it. It means legally you're a free man, but it doesn't mean you're not a murderer.
Good point.
Legally, it means you're a free man, but you'll be a murderer, cold-blooded murderer, and that's what the law said. You know, they didn't say it was manslaughter, like, this freak accident, and then no, it was like,
it was like something like that. But
was it?
Yeah, but in my personal opinion.
For me, you still killed somebody.
Yes.
Whether it was negligent or by mistake, or you thought it was an intruder. And I personally don't buy the story of being an intruder. So for that, I wouldn't walk up to him like, oh, Oscar! You know what I mean? Like, shout out, bro, Osceolis.
Yes, fact check.
The slogan was "Bullet in the chamber. I am the bullet in the chamber."
It was Nike, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, bro, I remember that ad. Yeah, don't you remember? It was like a joke flying around.
In 2013, that's when the
a year
got
before the Valentine's.
It was 2014.
Fatal Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Before Valentine's.
What are the odds?
Yeah, crazy, bro. Wow. So I think, man, the guy must be, hey, man, as much as you don't like to see it, but it is what it is. Let him do his thing.
Iron Man. Where did he place? 500th.
Yeah,
but third in the
disabled category. So there were two
still killing it
people who beat his ass.
Yeah, he came third in the physically challenged category. He came third.
Wonder who came first and second. They must have been like, fuck you, bro!
You'd be surprised. Probably they're big fans of him. You'll never know.
Or maybe he inspired them to get into the sport. But also he's older now. How old is he? That's another thing. So he's older.
40 something.
Yeah, isn't. Yeah.
Should be somewhere there.
And also, to be honest, it's not like he's been rubbing his freedom in people's face, because we barely see pictures of Oscar Pistorius. He's not out there.
He knows what it is
in society doing his thing. You know.
Yeah. Uti, in fact check.
He's 38 years old.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's my age.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you old?
Hey?
Are you old?
You're 38, bro.
Seems that way. Yeah, I've been out here for a long time, guys.
For real? I thought you're like 40 or something.
The fuck? It's just
or 41.
No, do you know when I got on, I was 20.
Yeah. Clearly,
like 20 years old. 20,
You've always given the older energy a bit. Like you're an old guy. You've always been a cool dude, really? But
I feel like I've always given the younger energy.
Yeah, Morris gives a young energy.
Yeah. No. Like I'm like the coolest dad. All I like to think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, like when you go to those PTA meetings, those parent meetings at the school. How old is your daughter?
She's 7 now.
So you do go to those meetings?
I go to the meetings, bro. Yeah.
Now when you get there, you must know you're landing there. You saw Penduga. You saw the oldest.
But I hate that. I wish I wasn't famous so that I could be the cool dad who you can see, which is just a confident guy, without being necessarily the famous guy.
I don't know. I like being the famous dad.
You like
gives
it?
You the immediate coolness. It's like, you know what I mean? And everybody's looking at you like,
No, like
this
sometimes
guy.
if the other parents, it's like a conversation starter. Because those meetings are awkward, bro. It's just like, yeah. You know what I mean? And then they're like, hey, you're that guy on TikTok.
And you're talking about in track pants at the parents' meeting.
You check,
and everybody's
pulling up like
coming
this.
from a long
Yeah.
just pull up.
I mean, it's a Jacquemus hoodie, but it's a hoodie nonetheless. You know what I mean?
It's a what hoodie?
Jacquemus.
What's that?
I'm fanagit.
Yes.
Does anybody in this room know Jacquemus?
Yes.
Fact check.
Fact checker is even saying no. She doesn't know.
Yeah,
she's not even gonna
it's
Google
not the one, bro. We're not impressed, man.
You see,
We're not impressed.
that's good because it means it's like, Appa. It was a gift.
It's the upper echelon. Upper echelon.
Nah, it's easy.
Kind of
We
stuff.
pull up in the tracksuit with other people that are coming straight from work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It makes you already like
But
stand
with people
out.
working from home, I see a lot of people pulling up in tracksuits these days, even at school. When you
Yeah, you were
I don't know what school
That's
your kids are in.
of-
Clearly, that one is like super private.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Are you that mom?
Which
Wait,
mom?
that one that pulls up there like, just came through from my podcast. You know what I mean?
No one
Remember, she's
knows
a
me.
ghost lady,
Remember,
bro. No
I'm
one
the
knows
ghost
her.
lady. No one
She
knows.
does shopping
me.
and
Yes.
free from
But yes,
anything.
I
Yeah.
pick up my kids. I'm there to pick up and, I'm a normal mom. I hate other moms, though, and other parents. I'm not the social kind of mom.
So what do you say you do when they ask you?
Because I don't want
Strong
that. You
word.
see, those are those questions I hate.
You say
what
you're
do
a stay-at-home mom.
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Don't they like recognize your voice?
That's why I don't talk to no one.
Okay. Are you not like in those? Maybe you're sitting there and then they're like, that fucking ghost lady. I don't know. Do you listen to that podcast? And then you're like, yo, what the fuck? Who is that bitch?
Has that happened? Has that happened before? Where you got spoken about in your presence, but
Yeah, bebahleba ngawo.
Not necessary, but I feel like they knew. They were just trying to get my attention. I feel like they were told. So it was like when you're with your friend and then there's the other friends of the friend.
Oh, your
Then
friends
there's a
betrayed you.
conversation starts.
Okay.
It was like,
Oh,
nah,
it's not
this is
even. I mean, like
planned.
when I look around the room, kuyabonakala ukuthi I'm a snitch now.
Yeah.
When we snitch you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So you
He's
know
busy-
those.
He's busy recording with his phone. I'm gonna post this in the PTA group. Dear parents, nangu. Oh, fuck.
Did you see the numbers of remember, we always speak about alcohol, the fake alcohol that's being for sale.
Yeah.
That it's been around. So numbers officially came out, I think some website dropped numbers, that fake alcohol, the production of it and the sale has increased by like 55%. And it's,
What, like a monetary value or like a volume? Like fucking 300,000
I'm not sure, but it has increased by 55%. But the numbers are 20% of all the alcohol bought in South Africa is fake, and it's 25 billion. Imagine now we almost faced the VAT increase.
Yo.
25 billion in tax revenue that's been lost.
No, it's syntax. Remember that there's
Yes.
a syntax on alcohol and
Yeah,
cigarettes.
the 25
So
billion. is lost.
the illicit alcohol wouldn't be covered in that. I mean, there's no syntax.
No, you can't. Yeah,
'Cause you can't declare it.
Yes. So this is But
But
this
wait.
is illegal, not even illicit, because sometimes illicit could mean that it's alcohol, but it's the real stuff brought into the country
Yeah,
without
behind the
declaring
scene.
it
Yes.
for paying off tax. But this is the fake stuff,
What?
the Chinese stuff, the
What-
fake
what-
Don
what-
Julio.
Okay, I was gonna say,
fake
what are they
everything you're
faking?
drinking.
Are they faking whiskey,
Everything.
brandy? Can't fake a
Yeah,
beer.
they broke down the numbers. Fact checker will check it,
Yeah.
but they did break down the numbers. But it's mostly spirits.
Yeah.
that have been
You
fake.
know what I've found, eh? Like I've been drinking for years.
Okay.
I don't drink as much as I used to.
Why?
But like at the height of my drinking, eh?
Why?
Bruh, I just don't have an occasion for it. Like I
Okay, nice. Oh, you're not that
I
kind
never
of
drink
drinker.
in front of my kids, for example.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
Like hardly
You
ever.
don't have
If
a
I
man
do
cave
it, will
where
be
you
like,
can?
nah, don't do that.
That's
But
beautiful.
also I don't want to be drunk. I grew up with a lot of like drunk uncles. It's fucking
Oh,
irritating.
yeah,
Like
it's
nobody likes you,
irritating.
bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you're like, hey, come here, boy. And then you're like, ugh,
Like
fuck, nigga.
yes.
Get off me.
And they smell.
They smell,
yes.
they're trying to like kiss you on the forehead. Like, what are you trying to
Forehead,
molest
yeah.
me, nigga? What are you doing?
Yeah, but these are your
Yeah.
sons. You wouldn't
Mwah,
necessarily.
mwah.
No,
It's not
I'm
like
saying
you're the
that
one guy.
uncle. That
Oh,
uncle.
yes,
so
yes,
it's
yes.
like, you don't want to make the kids feel like, oh, dad's really
When
different.
they are sober, they are grumpy. But when they are drunk,
Okay,
they are
that's the
Yes,
problem. You gotta
that's-
keep the
I
shades
know.
on. You gotta keep
Yes,
the fucking
yes.
shades on. Be happy for the kids whenever you see them.
Yeah, but fact check.
Well, here I see two sources that are stating two different things, but they're approximately the same. In George Harlot, they said that in 2017.
In George.
Yeah, George Harlot.
What?
It's
George
a-
Holland.
It's a site.
Oh,
Okay.
never heard of it.
Okay, it's here. It says that in 2017 there was 18% of alcohol that was sold was fake, and according to the KFM website, it says that it was 13.5% in 2017, and then they both increased by approximately 55% to 40% in the increases of fake.
40?
40%. Yes.
14.
40.
40. They
Whoa,
increased by 50%. So should say 18, yeah, increase on 9.
Yes.
And layer 13, yeah, increase on 7.
So approximately
20.
according to George Harlett, approximately in 2017 there were 665,000 fake illicit alcohols that were being sold, and it has risen to approximately 773,000, making the revenue about 25.1 billion rands as of 2024.
25.1 billion.
It's
The
a lot.
revenue.
It's a lot.
Who's selling it?
Yeah.
Like, where do you
know-
buy it?
You know my problem, right?
Chinese bottle
by
stores.
friends.
Chinese bottle stores, bro.
Yeah.
You know my problem
Straight
is...
up.
So you know these places.
Yeah, there's, you know...
Nah,
when
we
you
know,
enter-
dog. There's
when
a
you enter
place
those bottle
in
stores,
Soweto, a Chinese one.
the labels look
bro,
ashy.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where to find
The
Chinese
bottle
people.
labels
Look
are...
dusty.
It's
And
dusty.
it's... No, but that's just aesthetics. But it's there, bro.
Yeah.
And my thing is, it's the same thing I said with the fake clothes. Remember there was 40 million rands of fake clothes that were
Yeah,
found in
Small
Durban.
Street Mall, that
In
type
Durban,
of
that was
clothes.
meant to go to Alberton, a warehouse in Alberton,
Yeah.
then find its distribution to Small Street and
In Maraba
Gumtree, Amapiano, artist houses
Hub,
and all
yeah.
these things. My problem is we
fucking
are
Amiris.
the
Scott
end
Mapuma
users.
is just there like,
Nah.
I'm outside, where are you guys?
The container.
Nah, Scott's is rolling in it. There's no.
Scott
Shout out
is
to
Nike.
Scott's, man. Scott's Puma bought a house and a car. Shout out.
Pep, pep, pep.
Congratulations to the boy, man. He's been working really
But he's
hard.
a Nike guy,
Deserves it.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
he
Nike.
loves
Him and
Nike.
Philo,
Nike
him and
for
Philo
sure.
are like the two
Nike
biggest
owns,
Nike
yeah.
guys in piano. I mean, we're
But
not
there's
shaming
others
them.
that are like Diamond Walk, you know, like LV, Gucci,
Amiri.
DNG,
Amiri.
Amiri.
Balenciaga.
Yeah.
There's this new one now. Okay, no, it's not new. What's this one with the island Madagascar? What's the island one?
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Fucking
Yeah, Momo loves it.
expensive.
Oh,
Casablanca shirt's like 16K.
Yeah, like a t-shirt is like 16K.
Yeah.
My problem is
But at Small Streets, it's...
Well,
500,
Okay,
800.
All right.
But also, even the 16K one,
All
it cost
right.
them 50 rands to make, which the Chinese have shown.
yes, on
Right?
TikTok during the
Yes.
tariff time.
Yeah, so my problem is, we are the ones who are keeping these black markets alive, but we're not the one necessarily benefiting from. I'd be happy if it was a black guy making all this fake
Yo.
alcohol for black people to consume, because a lot of the people are buying. No, because a lot of the people. No, I don't want to lie. Because the thing is, already the crime is being committed,
Yeah.
and somebody.
But you prefer black on black crime.
That's not black on black.
It's a black person poisoning other blacks.
No. Yeah, it is
That's
actually.
poison. That alcohol is not.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
nothing to play
and,
with.
And that's the difference between the alcohol and the clothes. Because
Yes.
the
The alcohol is
remember, the
poisoning
alcohol
you.
goes through SABS, which is pretty much collapsing. The South African Bureau of Standards.
Oh fuck!
They
Is that still a
collapsing.
thing?
They don't know what they're doing.
They got a new contract now for new number plates, so they're okay.
Yeah, did you
Did
see
you
that?
see those red number plates?
There's red number plates.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
giving-
I have it on my list of things I was going to bring up.
Yeah, it's giving
man.
Malawi. But anyway, just to finish your points on the alcohol.
Yeah, no.
It's giving an emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving like emergency vehicle. But also,
Yeah.
did we need new plates? dog?
No, I feel like it's money wasted.
Yeah.
I felt like that even about ID cards. I was like, what the fuck? We all have green books. Why the fuck are we moving?
Okay, I get the green books. It's moving into technology, but the new plates.
Really?
I'm
Still a
fine
ball.
with my green book.
I still have a green book. I don't even have an
Is
ID
it? I
card.
got ID.
But I think, well, just sorry,
got
sorry,
a-
fact checker.
I'm the stubborn
ID
kind.
card.
Optually, there by the trawlers, right? I
Yeah.
feel like because it's poison.
Yeah, because it can
and,
kill you.
And
It's not safe.
remember, alcohol is a social ill for the majority of black people.
Yeah.
In that they're not consuming it for enjoyment, like me and Sol when we meet at pantry at 3 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
We're not fucking up our lives when we're drunk.
No.
We're just
I'm
drunk.
not like
You know?
drunk and coming to work
Yes, you
drunk.
might be making some shit with Casper, but that's the worst of it.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, it's like you're destroying your family. You're spending all your money on this alcohol.
Money that you need for school fees.
Thank
You're not
you.
paying fees.
Thank you.
You're not buying food.
And the fact, whether you're spending it on the real alcohol or the fake one. It's still bad. However, at least when you're spending it on the real one, the sin tax is going into the fiscus. Whereas when you're spending it on the fake one, you're poisoning yourself. You're still fucking up your life. And the only people that are making profit is Abo.
And the money is might not even stay in South Africa.
Highly it never stays here.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying, like, if, like, it's so sad. And we the biggest, and if you look at why there is a demand for a fake Don Julio, a fake Azul, a fake, what's that Don Julio with the triangular long one? 1942. Those are all expensive alcohol. And the fact that the illicit market exists and 90% of the people consuming these things can't even tell that it's fake.
No.
It means you're not even drinking it because you actually love Don Julio or you're a tequila aficionado.
It's a status symbol.
You're drinking because it's a status symbol. That's how guys used to get laid in varsity. Put a 3 ships in a Hennessy and the girls would think they're having a Hennessy and then, for real, put it in varsity. Let me put you onto some game. Yeah, in varsity, niggas to get laid because these girls love things. And they'll just put a 3 ships in a
Hennessy bottle.
In a Hennessy bottle.
Clubs were even accused of that. Clubs were accused of, when they bring you the champagne, like they were bringing it already open. You know what I mean? Like the bottle was already open. It's because they were being accused of pouring out the grandeur and putting in whatever koloko they are sema-Chinese. And then you bring the grandeur open because obviously for the club, you're selling grandeur.
Meanwhile,
it's 4K a bottle.
Grand Auto.
Meanwhile, yeah. And then the people will enjoy it.
Yes.
It's that same thing when like people go and they buy. I remember in the club when I think at some point I saw somebody making a cocktail. And look, by the way, Smirnoff is a good vodka, right? But 1818, might fag it in your thingy, right? That time you're a person who maybe might not even drink 1818, you look down on it. Or Accordance. And also, by the way, Accordance is a good gin. One of the best gins, smooth gins you'll find is Accordance. But because of its status and the price. Yet you get to a club, you enjoy this cocktail, which has got the 1818 and the Accordance, which goes to show how dumb it is. So from this dumbness, there's a whole industry now. Because they're not making 18... Okay, they do make fake Accordance, but it's a higher end brands because we as black people wanna, and also a lot of times even if you buy the real thing, you buy an XO. It's like how much in the club now?
An XO.
I've never put an XO even in macro. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. Must be 4K.
4K, 5K. Oh, Jason's got a club. Jason, how much? Yeah, 7,000 rand an XO.
But didn't you say Jason has a Zimbabwean club?
No, I said he's a club owner. All his bouncers are Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's a Zimbabwean club owner. Because then I was going to say, obviously it's 7K.
No,
she's probably 9K elsewhere. How about Jason Bafagi Grand Theft?
Shout out Jason Gongeni.
Shout out Jason.
So for me, it's already, and look, I'm not dictating how people...
What's 7K? Sorry, XO?
XO, XO. Even the macro, it's like for my 2,000. But even people who buy that alcohol, and I'm not saying how people must consume the alcohol, but you'll find somebody buying this only to dash it in your cold drink. So it's like, to me, it's okay, you've bought this bottle for 7K, you're going to dash it in a cold drink. Then it's just cognac and a cool drink in there. Why don't you just get a cheaper cognac?
Yeah, which is not how you're supposed to have cognac. You're supposed to have it neat on the rocks.
All these whiskeys, cognac, yes. Or sparkling water like some of us, or just water. Or just, because you want the taste and the flavors, the aromas.
But you're not doing it for the taste or the aromas. You're doing it for the status symbol. Because you want to say... XO.
So for me, it's sad that then at the end of the day, a Chinese benefits from that.
Yeah.
At least because there's clearly a benefit, channel. It would be, as illegal as it is, it would be great if it's a black guy because he's going to still spend this money locally.
On the real one.
Spend this money on the real one. Spend this money on, our sisters who are working hard there
these bitches,
in the nightclubs, who are working hard in the
He's going to go to Jason and pay 7K.
Exactly.
Like it comes back into the township economy.
Yeah, the Chinese just laugh like these idiots.
We'd rather have it sent to Jason back to Zimbabwe than to the Chinese, bro. You know what I mean?
It'll come through back, then it'll come back, It'll cross the border and operate as well. So.
Fact check, Ubusasho.
It was going back to the number plates that you guys had mentioned. They're actually not red. They're black. The red ones are for government officials.
Oh, the one.
Why did I see the red one? They were promoting the red ones.
Oh, but it had a G. There was no, and I was like, yo, they can't destroy GP. GP is like iconic. Gangster's paradise.
Yeah.
So the whole idea behind it.
Wow.
The whole idea behind it is to actually introduce QR scanning on the number plates. So they'll have QR codes on them. This
For
is
who to scan?
for the police. So this is basically to basically help with the crime and hijacking situations. So now every time when a police officer stops you, they're able to scan the number plates and get your information and everything.
Are you able to
the
remove
That's a
it?
fuck up.
Nah, that's nonsense.
Yeah,
We can
that's-
still remove that number
It's
extra.
part of the number plate. It's
Come
part of the design.
Yeah,
It's
it did.
there.
It had like that little symbol in this corner and the
How much?
SABS.
Let's be honest. How much of that will really lower down? Will lower crime? Let's be honest, Warriors. How much of that will genuinely, legit, really lower crime?
My friend, these things inadvertently end up hurting the law-abiding citizen who does 9 things right and maybe one little thing wrong. Not the guy who does 9 things wrong and one thing
The
right.
Yeah.
criminals.
The
Because if they
criminals.
steal the
yeah.
car, they take out the number plate, right?
But the thing is, like, the way these laws are often applied or enforced is like you are relying on the same police force that has failed in the execution of your duties in public opinion. They
Yes.
failed to execute them on the old system. What
Yeah.
makes you think they'll be more
More
efficient,
efficient on
on
the
the new
new
system?
system.
Bruh.
That's why I was like, the QR code thing is troubling because what is that software that they're going to be using to scan it? Will Sol be able to scan my number plate and know who I am? Will criminals be able to scan my number plate and say, Sol, all his information comes up. Now I'm at his house.
Offline.
Yeah, now it's like, hey, he has fucking Waras, let's go fetch his gun. Now you can I take this call quickly?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, if you want to put on loudspeaker. No,
It's
no,
a
no.
Marcus. I can't put
Loudspeaker.
it on loudspeaker, mom.
Then you can't
Hey,
take it on
Mams.
the podcast.
Blood, I'm recording podcast and chill, yeah.
Marcus!
All right, I'm gonna check now, Mamu. It's a Soliolis. All right, I'll phone you back.
I just want to know, is it Waras or DJ Waras or the flyer?
Waras.
Okay, I'll just ask him to remove DJ.
Thank you,
Did
sir.
you see the flyer?
I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna via our chat now and check it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right, laka mums.
Yes,
Laka, bye.
What's wrong with being DJ Warren?
Yeah, there used to be DJ Warriors before. What
I
happened?
used to be. I'm Waras now.
Why?
Damn, bro.
Man, who the hell calls themselves DJ?
You did, though.
Are you DJ Sol?
I've never been DJ Soul
DJ Sol.
I've never.
DJ
Listen,
Soul
I've
Okay.
never been DJ Soul
DJ
Penduga, bro.
Soul Penduga.
I'm just Soul Penduga, man.
He said, Mums, looking handsome. Curated by a culture on the 14th of June at Okio Lounge Club.
Where's Okio?
It's in Sandton's, where
Sandton.
Taboo used to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh.
Let me just tell him, 2 cute mums. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
Okio's
know.
in
I
Sandton.
dropped the DJ. Like, I think we could
Everybody
with
did.
just Waras.
Fresh did. DJ Smooth did.
Thank you.
All the DJs.
Yeah.
DJ Mosquito.
Yeah.
All of them. Everybody's like,
Yes.
just because it's a thing now. It's
Yeah.
like the
DJ
radio
MacG.
stations. It's like the radio stations dropping FM. If you
Yeah.
notice, they all like try to drop FM.
Metro.
Like Metro,
Mm.
Highveld. Okay, they just
947.
became 947. But it used to be everything used to be FM before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kaya
All the names.
95.9. Is it still Kaya FM?
Now we're Kaya 959.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the
wow.
street.
So you,
Yeah.
you drop, it's like, it's like
If you want
it's
it,
cooler
they
to be.
Give it to you.
Even, what I've been thinking of doing, guys? Like, let me know your thoughts. Not just dropping the DJ. Like, I've always had a love for music. I feel like the DJ, culture has kind of, the craft has, I won't say been lost, but it's been watered down in recent years. Like nowadays, you can just, show your titties and then you can go DJ. And I don't have boobs. I don't have a fat ass.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
You can.
It's become very gimmicky.
Can wear a G-string. and just
I'm not
bounce
saying
it.
only female DJs, but I felt like, and then everybody sort of like plays the same thing. And, there's very few DJs that are like craft minded. I think I've heard you speak about it before. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
I have. I speak about it all the time.
and if, like how Euphonic came back and he was Temba. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I had to be Waras and if I had to like say, okay, cool, I'm going to play again, I'd have to change my name, right? And what would I call myself? Right? So I came up with this name, and then you tell me if it's a cuck name.
Okay.
Kojiro. Hi.
Kojiro. I mean, it sounds like an okay name. I could get used to it. It's funny that you.
What do you think of that name?
Sounds like an Kojiro.
Sounds like you must come with a super talent.
It sounds Japanese or
What do you
something.
do?
Right.
But
It is.
also hood, like Kojiro, Mochiro, Montesco.
Yeah. Does it work?
Kojiro.
No.
'Cause, like the dude that I shared it with, right? It's a dude like he produces, right? So me and him, we sit, we make music.
Damn,
I've
bro, I
actually-
didn't know you made music.
Yeah, I love it, dog. But I make it not to release it. Like we fuck around. We'll take like a sample of some stupid song and we'll put it into this sound and we're like, oh, that sounds stupid. My bratera.
Okay.
Right? So he was working on another project for somebody else, right? But almost like ghost producing it.
Okay.
So he didn't put his name on the project, right? So I'm reading there and then it's like, let's say Saul featuring Ghost Lady, produced by, and then he put there Makabayashi, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, how did you know? Because I'd shared with him.
Makabayashi.
Makabayashi.
Not Wakabayashi.
No, Makabayashi.
Makabayashi.
Yeah. Remember, you can't use the. Do you know where those names are from?
Yeah, they're from Tsubasa. Tsubasa, Wakabayashi. It's from the football cartoons.
The anime thing that.
Yeah,
we
the
used to-
anime
Did you
cartoons.
watch that shit? How
Tsubasa.
old are you, Saul?
I'm born 87, bro. I'm with the same age, I think.
Yeah, so you know about that era. Ghosty, how old are you now?
We're all 87.
Nah, but you wouldn't know Tsubasa, bro. It's like a guy's.
Do you remember
not
Tsubasa?
87. We're born in
It's
87.
Tsubasa.
I'm
It was
not 87.
Tsubasa.
Oh,
Tsubasa. It was like Tsubasa.
yes. Tsubasa was the main character.
Yeah, in a
Then
cartoon.
Ukojiro was like his arch nemesis.
Oh, was Kojiro there?
That other brewer
I
looked
know
like
Wakabayashi.
Goku. Was the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You check. So
I
when I
see.
mentioned it to Tera and I was like, no, Kojiro. Then he because he was just thinking of a name that he could go as a ghost producer.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it, I'm like, ow, you know where that shit is
It's
from,
coming
dog.
from.
Which means he actually thought about it. Because on the day when I said to him, I'm thinking of this name. That was it. We left it there. We laughed. He was like, yeah, Kojiro, what the fuck?
No,
But
it's a cool name, bro.
Is it a cool name?
Yeah, you remember I even said it sounds Japanese. This actually is Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
What's
I
wrong
could
with
take
it?
like Kojiro
story?
International?
Well, I hope you will, because like the reason
No, I wouldn't want to play here.
I think
Oh.
when to
Yeah.
just
Wouldn't
Temba
wanna play
euphonic is because it sounds African. Therefore, you can export it. It's easier to export to the
Yeah.
world than a European name.
Yes.
But you're from South Africa. Because
Temba.
Europeans always
Instead of
see us
euphonic.
and want African, something
Yes,
African, you know,
yes.
about you.
But
and
then does Kojiro
Warwick
sound-
doesn't sound.
Warwick.
Warwick doesn't sound like, okay, he's from Africa.
Yeah. Waras is also a bit like, it's very local. You know what I mean?
Warwick works.
Waras was like very
works.
colored in the beginning.
Warris.
Mm.
No.
Monday came up with that name. He's like, no, you can't call yourself Warwick. Got to call yourself Waras.
Oh, damn, Monday came up with that.
Yes, a lot of colored
Now
people just
Kojiro
add
works,
Ras to their name. You know what I mean?
Ah.
To be like Shellas. You know what I mean?
Phosphorus.
Yeah. Thomas. Foslo Raz. House in Foslo.
But it was the Foslo.
That one was a hit. Eh?
People loved that. And no one knew about that thing.
Hey,
Hey,
dog.
like,
That one was a hit, Njaya. Ngibonile ku-states sakho futhi. Adio.
All right, Kanye, I know you got some stories.
Yes.
Before we come to you, guys, get ready for 4 thrilling phases of gameplay where consistency pays off. This is on Hollywood Bets. Until the 30th of June 2025. Players who place 2 rand or more on play and go games will earn points and climb the leaderboard. Now, at the end of the tournament, participants will walk away with a share of R500,000, 500,000 in cash based on where they rank in the final rankings. The higher you rank, the bigger your share of the guaranteed prize pool. To participate, don't forget to use your promo code Chillers. That's just normal spelling of chillers. Check out the link in the comments to start playing. 18 plus and only, and also T's and C's apply. And most importantly, can't stress this enough. Gamble responsibly. Kanye, what do you have for us?
alrighty. I saw this clip that was trending. It's of Warren Masemola. So it was the funeral of Presley Chonahide, who had passed on. And so he had Kobrizi. So I just wanted to play this
I've
clip
been
for you
seeing
guys.
those flying around on Twitter.
Yeah.
He spoke beautifully,
He
hey?
spoke beautifully.
But he spoke the truth, man.
Yeah, and I wanted to hear you guys'
Let's hear Warren Masemola.
opinion.
Have you met Warren? Warren?
Who, me? I've met him, but like in the scene, not like
Not like in person.
no, not like formally, like
Yeah.
you know.
every time I see him speak as himself, I'm like, damn, this guy's a good actor because it's nothing close to the characters he sometimes plays. You know, that's how you know.
Yes.
You're like, oh, this is the guy how he is in person. That's how you know. That's a mark of a great actor. And like, you're like, oh, why is he speaking the same way he acts?
He's on the phone and we're hugging, like we are walking together. He's on the phone. We are walking. And he's on the phone, but we're walking and he's walking for like 40 to 50 minutes. He had a herefeita when he finished on the phone call. Then we kissed. Like Presley and I enjoyed kissing each other so much.
Pause.
You can laugh.
Pause.
Take it to your family.
Take it to your family.
Presley and I used to kiss so much because that is how genuinely we shared love. We kissed so much. I was like, my friend, your skin is glowing. I'm sure Charlene is happy. Look at your lips. Vaseline, because that is the only thing. And we kissed, bruh, like we kissed more than 7 times. Lemakoa, the white people in the studios were shocked. They're like, what's happening with these 2 black boys? Is how much I loved Tobit. Is how much love Tobita poured into my life. Is how much love we poured into
we can stop it.
Okay,
we can stop it.
Oh, you wanted the kissing part.
Well, but we didn't want the
So it continues just talking about like how just like encouraging people to just be real. You know, we need black people just being real, showing affection, showing love, you know, because I think this was friendly. As much as it may look like, oh, they had a relationship, because people now like maybe they were dating each other.
Yeah,
like,
I think people are going to assume.
Yeah, going to assume a lot of things.
Kissing
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
People
So,
will assume that.
especially with men, you know, our culture of like men don't obviously, you know, show love towards each other. So it was just like, yo, guys, like encouraging people, just be real, be truthful to one another, show your love. And now I want to ask you guys, will you take your love to the next extent of
There's no way I'm fucking kissing Saul.
Kissing your friends.
Okay, there's no way
Do you
you're
have a
kissing me
friend?
or you're kissing any of your boys. Because it sounds like you are kissing the rest of your homies, just not me.
No, I love you. I show you love.
So it doesn't have to be, okay.
We are boisterous.
Yes.
You know, exactly
Boisterous,
the
wow.
pantry episode, right?
Yeah.
You know, we were fucking going on there in the shop,
That was
screaming,
so being
shouting,
real,
hugging each
actually.
other, but we didn't kiss.
I'm like that, man.
Also, like,
I would
for
never
context.
kiss my friends, though.
Yeah.
Like,
If Sol
as a
has to
guy,
kiss me,
come
if
on.
Sol has to grab me and kiss me on the cheek,
Yeah,
I'm not going to be like, what the fuck
I
are
could
you
kiss
saying?
my hand on my friend on the
On the
head.
But you
head,
still
yes.
kiss
Love
on
you,
the
my nigga.
head.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the head, I'd kiss my
Good,
dude,
Right,
man.
good.
but
Like, big
now
time. Yeah, my boys are my
I
boys.
don't think
But not like mouth, though.
Warren didn't. Yeah, there's no context
On the
there.
head, yeah, like
The way
you know,
he's saying, and then
yeah,
I used to
Dwana.
touch him, and
Well
then I used to
done.
say, Kobisi Vaseline, like, what are you saying? It sounds like they were kissing each other on the lips. Now, I don't know if are either of them gay.
I don't know. I don't know
No,
Warren.
no.
I don't know Warren's thing. I don't know Presley's thing.
Okay, because
We know he was married, so he.
Yeah, no, I
he
don't.
was
I don't
also,
think.
he preferred women.
I think maybe what he's saying is, yeah, you're right, Ghost Lady, is that showing of affection between men.
Yeah.
You know what people often
Kissing-
have a problem with, actually,
Yes.
as men.
Yes.
I've seen like online when men, fathers, show affection to their kids. If you look at like a lot of the chatter online will be like a father will be hugging his daughter or holding her, and then people are like, this is inappropriate.
It gets sexualized.
No.
too
Yes,
much.
it gets sexualized, and then I'm just like, no.
It gets sexualized.
Yes.
Like, how? Okay, no, that's not.
I have 3 boys. I kiss them.
Yes,
I'm
and you
actually,
must.
yes, I'm over.
Yeah,
I've
you must,
always
bro.
been very affectionate with
You
them.
must, bro. You must.
I posted this picture the other day, and my son actually put it on his. He put it on his WhatsApp
Is it
status.
lip kiss or a cheek kiss?
No, we were just like cuddling. We're laying on the couch. He's my eldest son, the big one. Now the thing is, guys, I'll tell you, parents, as your kids get older, you will have less and less of those moments
Yeah,
where they
of
You,
course.
hey, they'll be
Yes,
gone, hey.
yes.
They'll be
Where-
gone.
Now, when you drop them off at school, they're not trying to give you a hug goodbye in front of their friends, you
the
know?
moment is gone.
They're like, yo, dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then
it's
the
gone.
moment is gone. You know, like my
gone.
eldest he's 16 years old this year.
Yeah.
He's not trying to be affectionate with his dad, you know? The youngest is 10 and already he's also starting. And as a parent, you know that, this is my guy. I love my oak. Look at that picture.
Yeah, I remember you posted.
He's bigger than me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll lay with him like this.
Send
Then-
him there,
You
they'll
know
put
what
it
the
on,
small
bro.
one will do? He'll come and he'll jump on top of us and try to get in the
In
middle of us so that he can
between,
separate, you know?
Beautiful.
And I find that like so cute because they like,
That's beautiful.
he's jealous, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
And for the eldest, Ethan, when the little one came along, he lost his place because now he was replaced by the
Of
other one.
course.
You know what I mean? My other son, whenever I see my other son, my middle son, same thing. I hug him, I kiss him. I'm affectionate with my children. And I feel like there's this whole thing where it's like, are men supposed to show affection to their male children? You know?
They're supposed to.
Yes, you must.
I think we must try a different approach because clearly the fact that there's a whole public debate means that historically there hasn't been the showing of affection. Now that some guys are having it, it becomes a debate, which it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And then when you look around, you know, the violence, the GBV, absent fathers, that's generally, you know, a cause of how boys have been raised. And for the longest time, it's been don't show affection. So how about we actually try showing affection? How about you actually kiss your boys on the cheek or whatever? And also, that's the thing about being a parent. There's things that you do because you're not doing them with a sick mind or sinister. You're doing them to show love to your kid.
But it says a lot about the world, though. Why is the world viewing it with a sick mind?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
what's
you
wrong
know
with
what? No, this is my child, and I'm not in any way sexualizing or depriving any sexual, you know,
depriving or
I'm not receiving any sexual. It's my child, and I'm
my
showing
child,
love to my child. You know what I mean? And
I retweeted it.
So long as that feels, so long as it feels that way, you can do it up to whatever. You can hug your boy till he's 18, 20.
Yes.
You can kiss your daughter on the cheek or even on the lips till she's 40 and you're 60. As long as you're not getting any sexual stimulation is the phrase I was looking for. As long as you're not getting that, and that's not what you're doing it, you're still doing it from a pure love. Even people watching, if they've got a clean head, viewing it like that, will get it as that. As an innocent show of love between. That's why I said, like, if that was their thing, hey, I'm not gonna judge it. I might not do it with my boys, but if it was their thing and it was a pure show of love, okay.
Okay, I want to ask. So, when do you, as a parent or elder or guardian, stop being naked in front of a child of the opposite sex?
Ooh, yeah.
When is it?
It has to happen.
Yeah.
When do you wait? When do you, as a parent or guardian?
When do your kids stop seeing their moms, your boys stop seeing their moms naked?
When do they stop seeing their moms naked?
Oh, yeah, or when does their mom hide?
Probably like
Start to hide.
Probably like, I suppose, when by the time a child reaches like teenage years.
Teenage? That's
like a small child that's 10. No, a small child that's 10 doesn't
Yeah,
care.
I used to see my mom naked.
Yes.
It didn't, and until today, and because of when I saw it, it never stimulated me.
No, it wasn't.
Till today, it will never stimulate me. You know what I mean?
Your mom is your mom.
Not that for not that it will stimulate you, like just in a normal.
Yeah. I think it's more.
But
Look,
some people say that it has hurt them growing up, having to see. Yeah.
Really?
I've seen this debate online. That some people actually react, and it's like maybe it was just seeing whether a parent naked and they were just so free around.
Yeah.
So some it doesn't bother them. They really don't care.
You see,
they can go into their teens or like even their 20s, and they see their parents naked, and it's like it doesn't.
It's like
do
it
anything
doesn't
to
matter.
them.
Yeah. That's
but
me
others,
pretty much.
Others, it has been a very kind of like.
But I think we must also get into it of how were they seeing their parents naked? Because I remember seeing my mom naked, and most of the times was
after a bath or shower.
But it will be those scenarios.
I'm in the living room watching the TV. There is the passage. There is the bathroom, and we only had one bathroom. Uyaphuma ukugeza kumnyama lesekuseni ebusuku ngibukela. I prefer switching the lights off. Obviously, when there's a light shining now, it's mom passing to go to her bedroom, right?
But you weren't like, oh, mom's naked.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, because you were a kid. You never really thought much. It was like the one time my daughter walked in, and I think she was like 4, right? I'm in the tub, but my reaction was, but she didn't even realize anything. Then I realized, oh, okay. There's nothing she's seeing, or she's not reacting to anything. So, and I was like that seeing my mom. I was like, you thick. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh. You know, I was like, you know, because I wasn't finding it like, you know?
Damn.
Yeah. So
no, damn.
I think you must do it. You must stop doing it when the kids become sexually aware and sexually aroused by certain things.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Not even sexually. I think
Not
sexually
aroused.
aware. I don't
sexually aware.
Well, I certainly hope. I don't think as a kid you should be sexually aroused by your mom. However, because you're sexually aware, you now identify that, oh, this thing is that. Now when you view
This
other
is a
females,
female naked body.
you know this is the female anatomy. Could be a little bit distracting.
Yeah,
Because you know when
aware.
you're like 13 to 16, your hormones are raging, you're starting to rank, you're doing fucking sexually aware shit.
It's Comor. Say
You
it.
skomore,
Yeah.
you know?
You must score more.
What did you
Don't
skomore
score
for the
less.
first thing that you...
Huh?
What did you skomore for the first time you skomore?
Was a girl in primary school. I remember first time. But it was not even, it was in my uncle's house. First time I ever scored.
It was a girl?
It was in
You
the
just
tub.
drew it from
It was in
memory?
the tub in my uncle's house. No, yeah, I drew it from memory. Because there weren't phones then. But there was a girl. I forgot even her name.
It was
But
magazines.
Wow,
she
yeah,
caught me.
didn't
I
guys use
realized how sexy
magazines?
she was. No, I didn't. I'm telling you the first time I scored more.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was literally from imagination, a girl. In high school, I think in primary school, I realized how sexy she was. And clearly it was the weekend I was meant to score more because it was coming. But then I realized,
Of course it was.
Wow.
oh, come on, man. You know? And yeah, it was from memory of a girl in primary school. Yeah. You know what goes
So,
on the
you
sex
see,
and the legs.
that's normal because you weren't like drawing on memory from the first person you'd seen naked, which would naturally be your mom.
That was messed. That would be messed.
That's what, and
up.
if you are Lighty and you're watching this and that's where you're drawing from, you've got problems. You need to consult with your parents as soon as possible.
But isn't there a
because-
phase where boys find their moms sexy? Not that they want to shag their moms. I don't know. I've heard something like
there's
that.
a
Please
disorder of some
Google.
sort where, and vice versa, where moms are attracted to their boys.
What?
There's also these stories. Have you seen like, I don't know if it was in England or where, fact checker will verify, but like, or in America, where this teacher was having sex with her students who were like between the ages of 14 and 16.
Whoa.
And she was in her 20s, but her fixation was.
Young
Even
boys.
remember
But
the one
let's
at,
be real, when
remember the
we were
one at
14, you
the
did
private
wanna-
school in Cape Town?
Rocket teacher.
That
Yeah.
was rocking all the boys, all the grade 11 matric boys. Yeah, that thing was busy, boss. Remember, a few years ago, I think it was a teacher at Bishop's. Yeah, I stand corrected. Fact checker, you'll verify.
You know, when I hear stories like that,
And she was
I-
fucking hot. Eh? The teacher was blazing.
can I be honest? When I hear stories like that, right?
Yeah, why didn't she teach me?
Yeah.
But what do you think when you hear stories like that?
What do you
Because
think?
you were 14, you also wanted to rock
That's
that
the
particular
thing.
teacher.
Yes.
You always, and you are hoping that it can be real,
Yo.
right?
When you were scomoring, you were thinking about it.
Yeah. Or looking up the stairs after coming back from break. So I caught a friend.
Well, this is getting a bit deep. Jesus.
Oh.
No, I caught Sizwe. And Sizwe here, I saw Sizwe at, I think, Hurricane or a while back. You know, Sizwe did that, right?
Yeah.
So there was one teacher. So with me, it happened by mistake, where you're walking up and you're like, and she used to wear short things, sort of, and stockings. And then I caught Sizwe doing it. Like waiting for the teacher to go up, like as we were walking.
Yeah.
And it was not like waiting, it was like, okay.
It was like, I'm going to slow my pace.
Yeah, then I caught Sizwe doing it, and with the biggest chuckle ever.
Yes.
But we didn't do it again. I didn't, at least, you know. But like, I was
We
like,
believe you.
You fucker.
But once you
So-
figured it out, now you know where to stand at break time. It's like,
So
I'm gonna
it's
wait.
very wrong to sleep with your students as a teacher, you know? Because I'm thinking about it. If it's a female, I don't know how women are or girls are at 14. I know how a boy is because I was once 14. It's very wrong. But also the boys who are 14 could be chasing relentlessly.
What do you mean chasing?
Because there's boys who are like the teacher or hinting or flirting with the teacher. And
Or even looking at the teacher.
but the thing is, because also
Ruling and shit.
the same 15-year-old kid could be hitting on a 21-year-old outside school. And they say the teacher is 22, 23. But because of the defined roles of the classroom,
Yes.
it's automatically like a no-go.
It's a no-go, but that makes it more alluring.
And you hear even of girl students who'd hit on the teachers as well. It's like literally, they would be doing things purposely so the teacher sees them.
Yes. Well, how are girls at that age? Are they similar to boys? Are they also like, hey,
Yeah, because that's what I said.
Yeah,
How
it
are
just
girls
depends,
at that age?
yes. There
Because at
was also
14,
girls-
boys
boys are aware.
are
and they're
aware and they
scomoring, yeah.
want. They are aware and they want and they try.
And I think, well,
they
for
try
girls,
to
I
get
mean, maybe at that
I
age,
think
they
with the
flicking their
stats
beam.
that you see now, how you see even younger girls getting pregnant. Because I remember that recently there was some stats
in
of how many
school.
kids at school, and these are like kids between 10 to 14 had
boss.
babies. A lot of kids like on that was.
But
just
a lot
the
of those
numbers.
could be like pressure, rapes, etc. Not like
True.
just a 14-year-old saying, "I want
Obviously,
sex."
like,
But
if we
also,
take off the
if we
rapes
take
and
off
the
that, yeah.
Okay.
under
But how are girls in your age? And when you guys were 14, did you have sexual desires that you would pursue even?
Not really.
'Cause you would
not
be
that-
pursued on by
there'd
boys.
Be girls, it's like maybe it's more like a minority would be like, those two girls compared to the other 15. It's like, we're not there, but those two are already sexually active and they like it.
Well,
and you hear stories.
Ghost Lady at that age,
Yes.
was a girl who went on to become a wife. You see, we know her now. You mean those two girls who went on to become whorebags? They were easily
Did
identified.
they become hoes at the end?
I didn't catch up on them. I don't know.
There's an Afrikaans saying I was introduced to by this other like a granny, They would say, Nieman says oorag.
What does that mean?
It means like this child is too forward.
Oh.
You understand? This child is abon. And like other women would see it or notice it in a child. Where it's like this child
But
is
Waris, I
inappropriate.
also feel that's a lie.
And
as
I
much
was
as you
always
may
thinking to
seem
myself,
forward-
what do you mean, granny? This child is like 12 or what? You know what I mean?
I get that. They still
Yes.
say that. It's like being judged up from, okay, you are still young. Okay, this one is forward. You find that person, they grow up and they become like normal.
And also kids are kids.
Yeah,
You've got to
kids are
leave some
kids.
room. Kids are naughty.
Yeah.
When I think about what we used to do at 14 and the shit, dude, we used to go home at break time, right? Because Big Brother just started in South Africa. And we would bunk, right? At that last period before break, because shower hour was at 9 or whatever. And one of my friends lived 2 blocks from school and we'd quickly run to his house because his parents weren't there. It was just like the helper.
So you watch.
We get
shower
in there,
hour.
we're like, yeah, shower hour, let's see. Because now this was like, like you say, dude, there was no cell phones where you could go browse porn. It was either magazines, which you couldn't access because you're under 18, or here was this free thing.
You could access magazines.
You could, yeah, but I mean, you couldn't walk into a shop and buy them.
Yeah, they're not.
No one bought.
No, they were shared like illicit alcohol. Like if I had, I would give to you, then you operate.
We had access to porn
was
magazines.
contraband.
You didn't even know that these things were bought.
We
but
all
you just
shared
they were around.
We all shared one scope. You know what I mean? By the time that thing came around to you, it was like a stock fell. The pages were stuck together. It was fun. But we'd go home, watch shower, like we were naughty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes also people come at it from this, like you are beyond reproach perspective.
No,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
You're like, oh no, why would you say that? And I feel like there's no latitude in comments like that when you're assessing a 13, 14-year-old girl, especially girls.
Yeah.
I feel like, who's curious, if you will. And then you're like, this one, you make the child feel like
yeah.
this is bad.
Because
You know,
being
something
curious
like
is
you're
normal.
saying, the sexualization of things that are normal, a sexualization of affection, sexualization of your mom's naked body. Stop that. Stop pressuring kids. You understand? Like there's something wrong with what you're seeing or what you're doing.
Yeah.
Can have the adverse effect.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
Yes, sorry, fact checker.
The term that you're looking for is actually called the Oedipus complex, where kids or boys basically start getting sexual with their mothers. And then as to what you asked for the teacher, she was 30 years old. Her name is Fiona V.O.T. She's teaching in Bishop Dickinson College in Cape Town. And
One of the most
It's
exclusive schools.
very
in the
Yeah,
country.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Yeah,
dope.
very.
Yeah, and she was a history teacher and she had sexual affairs with 5 of her students.
Her bean was jumping.
Fiona.
And then with the teacher, that her name was Stephanie Kelsey. She comes from Florida and she was arrested because she had sexual affairs with 14-year-old boys.
Stephanie Kelsey.
Yo, what about Fiona?
That
She's
sounds
26
very.
years
And that
old.
Fiona one was married, eh?
fancy.
Yeah,
Like
and
the husband had to
she's
find out
26.
about the fact that she was like fucking 5 boys in the school. And you see, this is what I mean by like, I don't want to. When I say normal, I mean like when I was that age, the way that I was thinking, a 30-year-old hard as fuck teacher
I was fantasizing.
Bro,
We
I
all
was
were.
fantasizing.
We were all
And if I had,
fantasizing about that.
honestly, if I had a gap, if the teacher had said pull in, I was gonna jump
Yeah.
inside.
But
You weren't
because-
hitting on her
in
like, but
hindsight,
you wanted,
now
but
looking,
No, but
it's
like,
a no.
you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
You
No,
know
no,
it's
you-
wrong. And remember when the teacher gets caught, bro, that's sexual abuse. You are having sex with minors. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, you're
but
done.
you
As a
as
teacher,
the
you're
minor
cooked.
at that time,
You
if
wanted.
the teacher is
Yes.
saying, me, you like, yo. And the first thing you're going to do as those 5 boys is what? Because that's how the story came out.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
fact checker, is, Sol and I both chowed. And then me, I was sending, I chowed. Then I sent Sol the pictures because she was sharing stuff to Sol. Now I'm like, yo, me, I chowed. Then Sol was like, oh, this one is like this.
And she's the adult
Sol
in the
is-
situation.
she's the adult in the
one who must
situation. What the
know
fuck?
what it will do to me mentally.
Yes.
As much as I'm 14 and I think, give me all that pussy, I can handle it. It won't affect me in any way. But guess what? It will affect
It
me
will
one way or
affect
the
you.
other.
Yeah.
Sleeping with an adult who is your teacher. Number one, how do you now view authority?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially authority by an opposite sex.
Yes.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. If I'm
So those things do mess you
If I'm
up.
14, of course. If I'm 14, and as much as I'm 14 and I want it, but if I sleep with a 30-year-old teacher who's in a position of authority, how do I then go back to my mom and behave?
Yeah.
Not that I want to now shag my mom, but how do I then? It's like if I'm 40, right? And my child says she's 15 and she's now sleeping with a 45-year-old. And under my roof, I'm the authority. I'm in charge.
She's looking
she
at you like
knows
you're a
that, hey,
boy.
man, ngilala nabo put back. Exactly.
Yeah.
Boy.
So for me, there's a distortion of the reverence to authority that you need to have in life in general. Yabo? Maybe I could be 14, sleeping with maybe a 20-year-old, 25, but it's not like it's a person who's meant to be in charge of me. Because your teacher is almost like your mom
It's
in
your
the
parents
classroom
when your
environment.
parents are
In
not
absence
around.
of
Yeah,
your
if you,
parents.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Absence,
So
your guardian.
yeah, so due to that relationship, it has to be on the teacher because the boy will push
Boy is
as
gonna-
much.
the boy is
will be
gonna
boy.
tala.
Especially if it's known that
Ulahlile lo.
Fiona Mtwana, Miss Bani Carlson, what?
Miss Carlson.
Mrs. Because we don't call them by their names.
Yeah. Yeah.
VOT.
Yeah, Mrs. Vioti,
Miss
VOT.
Miss Vioti sending videos flicking the bean.
Oh,
Yo.
in
And
class.
she was fucking hot. I don't know if there's a picture of her there, but hey, sorry.
Damn.
That was my teacher.
These
Yeah.
That's
teachers
hectic,
behave.
yeah. But I
You
mean,
know
look
what
at,
exposed it? The boys, even in the one in England, like there's been quite a few stories. What usually exposes it is one of the boys kind of like thinks it's his one. You see? And then he hears that Saul also chowed. Now all of a sudden he feels less special. Because this thing's a whole bag.
Shit.
And then it's like, fuck you, I'm gonna expose you.
Oh, so the kid's exposed.
yeah, because the
kids
boy thought he had
exposed in
game.
a lot of these.
He
I'm
thought
not
he had
saying in
game.
this one specifically. I'm saying in a lot of where the cat's out the bag is because one of the kids are always going to talk. I mean,
Yeah,
when
of
I was 17, if that happened to me,
You are
I'm going
talking.
straight to that fucking group of friends of mine and I'm saying, hey, say,
Because we've all spoken about her and how hot she
pussy
is.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, oh, show me. Okay. You understand? Because you're 17, you're stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'll just keep it on the hush hush. I don't know where the teacher is now, but my handle is shady_laka.
You've never Googled your old teachers? I have, but I never find them.
I don't want them. I want that one.
Oh, you want that one? You're too old for her, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, you're too old for her.
no, she's like the Oscar Pistorius of teachers.
Yo.
She's forgiven. She served her time.
And you could easily part her legs. As the Oscar Pistorius of teachers.
Okay, let's rein it back.
Sol,
What else do you have? Can you?
let's wrap it up.
Aye,
Do you know
okay.
do you know how far we've gone?
Mhm.
I mean, how long? How far? We're an hour 45.
Bro, you said you
Oh,
want
we
to
have
talk
time
about.
for one more story.
You said, but I've been waiting for you to bring up. You said you want to talk about the cop who had a trance in his room.
Which one? Oh, yes.
You said you want to talk about
you
that.
forgot your
So, yeah.
story. You forgot
No,
your story.
no. I saw the story
Yeah.
separate to what we discussed earlier, where
Yeah.
they were interviewing the guy, not interviewing him, like the news cameras were there and the guy was now being arrested. Basically, but because it's in America, I think it's actually in California or Florida or whatever, it's one
Let
of
me
those
check.
states where this thing is like protected. The cop, he happens to be a cop, but he was off duty, he was out drinking, having a nice time. He met up with a chick there. He left the place with the chick, and when he got back to his house, he discovered that the chick is actually a trans woman.
So
Meaning,
she still had
he
a
took home a
penis,
biological male who had transitioned to a trans woman.
but not fully.
Well, still with all the equipment. And when he saw the equipment,
Yeah.
he didn't even hesitate. He switched up. He said, "Wah!" And he beat this person up.
Whoa.
This person managed to get out, call the cops, whatever. But now it's being viewed as he beat up a woman. Angit? Because
Of
remember,
course.
in California,
Of course.
GBV now.
Yeah.
it's GBV all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Damn.
But technically, this was a man who happens to be straight, completely straight. Straight as in only interested in biological females,
Mhm.
right? Who was duped into what he saw as a biological female. And then when he found out that it's a dude, he lost his shit.
Ish.
You
I
understand?
don't blame him.
Neither do I. But the problem is because of this ideology, the guy is now being fucking super cancelled because people are like, how could you hit a
it's not.
woman?
It's
And he's
getting-
like, yo,
he didn't
dude.
hit a woman, guys. He hit somebody who was not clear on their identity with him. And
Yes.
also, he shell at her under false pretense.
Well,
It was under
yeah,
false
under
pretense. Let's be
yes,
real.
yes.
It was under false
The
pretense.
way the thing was packaged for him, he thought it's a woman.
And he presented himself to be a woman.
Yes.
You know, whether he identifies as one and can be considered as one.
Yes,
cool.
he was from
And-
Florida in the US. Yeah. So they're saying he got drunk,
Nah,
okay?
bruh, I think
And he brought this woman to his apartment. Then allegedly he got pissed off because obviously the woman presented as a male, and he ended up beating the woman after discovering that she had a penis. He has been cleared of all charges now, and he denies. Well, obviously, I even saw in the exchange he was like, "No, I never hit her, And they were like, "Yo, dude, this person's face is bleeding.
Oh no.
You know,
Yeah.
beat him up, dog.
Yeah.
Beat her up. You see, even just telling the story.
Nah, man,
becomes
but
confusing.
she wasn't fair because here's the thing, right? You're presenting yourself as a woman.
You are falsely presenting yourself.
No. You are
No, what did you say
yourself-
earlier? False pretense. Oh, you
Yeah.
shell out under false pretense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are presenting yourself as a woman, right? And I know you probably you feel like one. You are
Yes.
one.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
According to you,
Yes.
there is nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You think
However, when we now say we're going to the bedroom, right? Also,
They
in
must
your
get
head,
de- they must
you
get
must
declarations.
tell me because you're presenting yourself, but you know that if now we get naked, things will come out and pop out that say you're not a woman. And normally that's not what happens when I meet a woman. When I meet a woman, and my assumption is she's woman all over. She's
My assumption
woman
is when I get
down,
home,
she's woman down there, she's woman here.
Yes.
I can tell she's woman. I've got all the evidence, and the cop had the evidence then. But between the two of them, she knew that down there she's not. And
There's no
I
vagina.
think you must set the expectation. Because if you don't, you will need to run with the current expectation which he has. That's you're a woman. So it's
But
unfair.
wait,
It's
trans
unfair.
women-
It's unfair. It's unfair
Yeah.
for me now to bring someone in my bedroom and then I find out that they've got it is a woman, but she has a penis.
but do you
That's
think?
unfair on me.
Okay, but do you think because you know they are not obligated to disclose, so a trans woman can say I'm a woman, full stop.
That's fine.
They're not.
Look,
but wait,
I'll tell
that's
you what-
because according to your argument, this is where the scam comes in.
Yeah.
is that I think you should be obligated to declare that.
Hold on.
because when
It
we get
depends.
home, I'm gonna find no vagina.
Yes. You see,
Yes.
if I'm in a corporate office
Now
with a
I've spent
trans
all
woman,
this money on this alcohol and there's no vagina for me, I'll be mad, bro.
you see?
You
see?
Oh, now in 1942, so
You spend all this money on cocktails. It wasn't the only cocktail there. There was another cock bitten.
no, you baiting this person, dog.
But no, my thing is, trans women don't need to declare their sexuality if we're meeting, be it in a social environment, be it in a corporate environment, and we're not gonna have sex. If we're in a boardroom and they're like, it's a bloody
No
It's
one
a-
has
it's a
to
board
declare.
company merger,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's these new guys from this company, and a fine lady who's gonna make a presentation. She doesn't need to. Hey guys, regarding this merger, before I get there, I'm actually not I've got a penis. No, you don't need.
No,
that,
no, there's no
right?
need
because
for
we're
that.
not. Yeah, but
It'll fuck up the board meeting and say, oh, is it right? Okay.
yeah, we're changing this meeting.
Hi, me too.
Let's have a different meeting. But yeah, so if that's the case, or even if we're meeting at Kanye's birthday party and there's a trans person that I so happen to meet, cool. You good, Shapu? Hi, my name is so, you know, whatever. And obviously,
no need for declaration there.
In the conversation, you'll hear that, oh, she's female, you know? If you haven't noticed. But if you've noticed, then cool. But if there is an end goal and we both know that I want you and I've shown that I want you sexually and you've agreed to give it to me, at that point, you must declare.
Before we get home.
Yeah, before we get home. In your life, normally no, because I don't treat people based on their sexuality. I treat you based on you being a human.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't need to know your sexuality. You know what I mean? But if now I've said, I want to be inside of you, now you need to tell me that.
What am I inside?
What am I inside of? You know, like, am I, you know? So there needs to be... There is an onus to declare if there's a sexual interest.
I'm the only one who's inside. I don't want to be inside.
To be honest, okay, to be honest.
Because now we are inside each other.
To be honest, within the trans community, I always applaud the people who would be honest, like honesty within the community. So in the events, because it also protects you as well. So if you are, maybe it's not even about declaring yourself at that point. Maybe gauge the person's mind. You know, ask questions to understand. Are they very open? Are they understanding? What are you dealing with? Before you even get, because you don't necessarily have to, from the onset, just say, oh, this is just because we are vibing. But maybe just engage in conversation, ask the right questions to understand. And then from then, how those conversations go, then you can tell to the person, say, okay, this is my situation and so forth. Because even if I'm dating and I meet a trans man, I think before we even get to that space, I'd like we must have, because I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked if now we're
there.
And then it's like,
oh nice.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So I'm just saying it I guess from both ends.
You know, but it's been, you know, like when people say they go to like Bangkok, like Thailand. There's like a running joke that, hey, you got to make sure that...
Yeah, in Thailand, you got to make sure in Thailand.
You got to make sure that it's not a lady. And in all honesty, if you look at like the Miss Thailand, Miss Ladyboy or whatever that pageant is called, I don't know.
Oh, they've got a pageant.
Bro, there's a pageant for like ladyboys.
Ladyboys, yeah.
Which this is, I know it's not a slur or a derogatory term. They are termed ladyboys in the context of how they are described in Thailand.
They are proud of it.
Oh, is that like a thing?
Yeah. They're proud of it.
It's not a derogatory term, that one.
No, they
it might be derogatory to Americans.
For other people, yes. But that's
like...
it's like colored. In South Africa, colored is okay.
It's offensive.
But in America, you can't say someone is colored.
So that pageant, I mean, if you look at the people that are taking part in that pageant, they're beautiful. They've got boobs.
Beautiful.
They're in pageant gowns. You're not seeing what equipment they're working with in the middle, but it's assumed that they are ladyboys, meaning they still have male genitalia, blah, blah, blah.
It's just,
but when you see them, the way they present, they're gorgeous. So if that declaration is not made and you are in Thailand and you meet up with this thing, you are going home with this person and you're going to get a surprise. But as you said just now, Ghost Lady, it's dangerous for you too by not declaring, because can you imagine in South Africa, I'm thinking in the South African context, this is not Florida, You're going to go home with the Zulu nigga, my man, then you present him.
I think something like that once happened.
Yeah, it happened. Got my
there
was an issue.
Where a dude thought it's a girl.
They went
and he went with the dude
to my mind,
and then no home. I remember something like that happening.
There was a story.
Google that story.
There was a trans woman who obviously lived with a Zulu guy. And then
when
they ended up at home, something like that. Well, I don't know if it was a hostel.
Bravest trans woman.
Yeah, but you know,
I wouldn't even
dealing with them culturally.
I wouldn't even go to the hostel if I had a vagina. I'm not going.
Like no.
When we are hostel, I'm patang vagina.
Was it a hostel even?
No, I don't know.
But look, what's got my mind, we don't know if it was a Zulu guy or not. But I remember that story.
I mean, we can put two and two together.
Nah, everybody goes
I'm
to
joking,
these days. But like, my thing is, you gotta read the room and be like, because you're putting yourself in danger now.
Big time.
Be honest. You see, consent. I understand that consent, a woman before you go home can say, I want you. And then when you get to your house, because of what we spoke about, your bedroom may be shit or there's a foul smell, I no longer want you. But with your sexual equipment, it's not, it's there.
Yeah.
When we're in the club, it's there. It'll be there at home.
Yeah.
So you have to tell me that this is what you're dealing with. Because look, there are some guys who like it.
Yeah.
There's some guys who like trans women. You know what I mean? And
But you know, also
There's been a lot of
They are.
celebrities that have been caught up. Eddie Murphy,
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yes, buying
Yeah.
at the tuck shop.
Yeah, Busashi.
You know why they call it a
No,
tuck shop?
I was saying, sorry. Sorry.
a tuck shop,
Tuck shop is play where people buy food. So it's also,
a tuck shop is not a spaza. When you bufuni spaza, pambana a tuck shop.
man, close the show, bro.
Sorry, what
But
you
like,
saying?
yeah, so
Ghost
some
lady.
guys like
Man.
that. Just be
No,
honest.
but I'm saying there's been cases of trans women who've slept with men and they were not even aware that actually they were using the other.
It is up that. No, cap.
I've heard
Cap.
of stories. I've spoken to trans
There's
women
no
who said, "Yay,
Mana,
Cap.
There's no way.
There's no ways you can sleep with. Wait, hold on. Okay,
There's no
maybe-
ways you can enter a bum
Let's-
and
yeah.
think you are in a vagina.
Yeah, let's
Namang.
clear some stuff before we get into the meat of it. Like the trans person you're saying, there's no ways a man can sleep with a trans person and not know they were sleeping with a trans person. Have they had that operation, the bottom operation?
No.
Meaning, do they have a vagina now?
No.
Well, it's not like it's a.
So you're saying there are men who've slept with trans women
Without the bottom
who still
surgery.
have their male genitalia
Yes.
and who didn't know.
They didn't.
Hi. What kind of a tuck shop is that? There's no way. Sorry, were you in the meat of it yet? Or can I enter the meat?
Can you close this show?
No,
Wait,
but
why?
can you, it's okay. Listen,
Listen,
there are
wait,
more
wait.
men. There are
not
more
my
men.
story.
There are
I've
more
heard.
men in this
I've
room.
heard.
There are
I've
more
been in
men.
a conversation. I was told.
Listen, there
How?
are men in this room who
There are
have
men in this
had
room.
the pleasure of experiencing both anal and vaginal.
Hey, there are men in this room who have done that. No, bro. Look, Waris, for me, okay,
I
go on.
refuse to believe that. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
I think that the guy telling that story is doing so because he doesn't want to
It's a
admit,
lady.
like Saul was saying, Ugut, you actually liked it, you enjoyed it. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's your
Rather just say,
preference,
hey,
bro.
I
That's your
enjoyed it,
preference.
it's over. Don't say, oh, I didn't even notice. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
You're
there's no
lying.
ways.
There's no way. How would you even be doing it to avoid the
Because
meat
number one,
of the matter?
yeah, you can't. Because number one, we're assuming now everything has to be doggy, right? And let's say from the jump. But even if it is, there's just things that happen during sex that
yeah.
you will feel, oh, there's actually
There's something
there's
else
balls
here.
here. You get me? Like, even if someone gives you doggy style, there will be a point of fingering. There will be a point of feeling.
Foreplay.
There will be a point of foreplay. There will be that mid-sex oral sex.
There'll also be that
you know the
post-sex.
mid-sex oral
When
sex.
you're done, what are you gonna? You're not gonna be done and then like exit.
And then
back
she'll
and
lie down and that's it. Right?
No, and immediately put her clothes back on. Like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you so much. No,
There'll be the second round maybe where she's laying down, then you
in a new
begin
position.
with a massage and, it depends what your
And
thing
you feel
is.
like
and
these
you
shoulders,
turn her
like-
around.
Yeah.
No, I see shoulders, bro. Sex is about intercourse, and intercourse is penetration, and there's no ways you don't know that
Yeah. I think they're lying, Ghost.
there's no ways you can
You
miss
think so?
male privates, man.
I've actually felt, when I watched that pageant, that ladyboy, yo, man, some of them are hot. You know what I mean? I mustn't go to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
pageant.
yeah.
I don't want to make a mistake.
No, many of them are beautiful. Like you
Beautiful.
see, you're like, wow, what a beautiful
Everything
woman. Then
else
it's
is
like, no, it's
perfectly
not.
fine.
She's trans. So like, oh wow, beautiful trans woman. Like,
Would
oh.
you chow?
No,
Okay.
because I know what I know, and it'll bother me. You get me? And
After
also,
or
and
before?
also, like,
Will it bother you after or before?
before. I don't even think I'll be able to get it out.
Ha.
Yeah, hey, you looking at the package?
No, dude. Like now I'm realizing that like how? For me, I wouldn't be able to get it out.
Because
bro.
now you can't
Is
get
it just
over
the
that
stigma
knowledge.
around
With
it,
econ.
or is it-
Yeah. That it's there.
If it
For
was,
me, that's a turn off. It's like,
if it
how
was
do
a
I get it
snake,
up?
it would have bitten you.
Like, how do I get it up for this person with this thing that I also have.
Okay. It's been lovely, Oaks. We got to close the show. Are we 2 hours in this, Picho?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Thank you, Sol. What a pleasure, my friend.
Shout out, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Interesting, man.
Shout out, Coach Lady.
Thank you. It's always lovely to have you, Warris.
Wait. Thank you, guys.
Why did you carry that? I didn't see you smoke it even once.
I did. I was puffing it here and there.
Oh, yeah, he puffs and he...
Oh, for real?
We've agreed, actually, behind the scenes on Podcast and Chill, that today we are stopping. This thing is bad for you,
Oh, that's
bro.
a lie.
So what's that now? Because I know there's like Hablis and vapes now that you can...
there's
It's just a vape.
There's nicotine in a vape. So your addiction is to... My addiction is to the nicotine. So like I smoke it, but it's almost become like I can't actually put it down. It's just in my hand. Like you said, I've been holding it the whole time.
Yeah,
I wasn't
you
even
entered
smoking.
with
Yeah, I
it.
didn't see you smoke
And then when I smoke it, I'm just like... Then you get that hit. People was asking me, where do I keep it? When I sleep, I'm like next to the bed. Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you do that?
Bad, dude.
So your boys see you do it.
They do. And my son actually asked me, he said, Dad, I need to speak to you. I thought, this nigga's going to...
So if you don't like doing
and then
alcohol...
he said, I've decided I want to try vape. I said, decide something else.
But you don't want to do alcohol because of your kids. So how will you do
Yes,
that
but
in
that's
front
what
of
I'm
them?
saying. Like then, only when he came to me and he said he wants to try it. I said, my nigga, I don't think it's a good idea. It's addictive, nicotine, this way, that. But obviously peer pressure, friends at school. He never ended up trying it. I've got very, very good children. My kids
Are you sure?
My lighties, no. They'll rather come to me and ask first.
His friends are watching this and laughing.
Who?
His friends.
His friends are watching and laughing.
They're like,
they'll know me.
if
He'll
you-
tell them. My dad will show you something, man. Got to be that dad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
bro.
Well, that's
You gotta
nice
be
of him
able
that
to
he actually
say,
came,
"Hey!"
he
And they
came
must
to you
jump.
and asked you for your permission.
Yes.
That is kind of
That's
like,
the relationship I'd like to have with my kids. They must
Kids
be able
must
to
have
come.
the kind of relationship.
Yeah. Once he called me, it was with like cousins, like my cousins' kids. And he was like, oh no, he's going there. All the cousins are going there, whatever. And I drove all the way to go drop this nigga at this family function. And then I was all the way back in Melrose watching. It was during the Rugby World Cup. So as I get back, I'm like, tuning in there in that fan park. I'm not even 5 minutes into the game. The man calls me. He's like, hey, Dad, I think you should fetch me. I'm like, I just dropped you, guy. But because we've got that thing, I can't say, nah, I'm not fetching you, fuck that. Because I've always been the one to say, hey, check here, you phone me, I come.
That's it.
So I left the Rugby World Cup quarterfinal, or whatever match it was, and I drove all the way back to go and fetch him because he sounded concerned. I'm like, what's up? He didn't elaborate on the phone. Then he was like, nah. The cousins brought friends, and now the friends and the cousins, they're talking about like wanting to go smoke in the park. And I don't want to be around that. So I said, you don't have to go and smoke. He said, no, we are together. We are clique. So even if I don't smoke, if all of us go and we come back and Saul is smelling like cigarettes, I'm going to be in trouble by association.
And you'll be
with some shit I
uncomfortable
didn't
the
even
entire
want.
evening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not. And then they're going to tell you, then I'm fucked.
Ah.
And I'm looking at how fucked I'll be. I don't care about how fucked they are. Me, I'm going to be in big problems if uncle calls you and says, these
This is
lighties were
what-
smoking.
exactly.
I said, good man. He's right.
You
He
did well,
like
Morris.
thought
You did
out.
well. You really did
Yes. So anyway, I got to stop vaping. But yeah, thanks. That's how we close the show.
See you next week.
We'll
man.
see you
Thank
next
you, sir.
time with your vape.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take it easy, but easy. Take it home.